Attention, viewers of this stream. Welcome back to Poll for Initiative. I, of course, am Ben or Benjaminitz, as I am known on the internet. And with me, I have Seth, otherwise known as NB Banshee, who will be serving today as your dungeon master. Go ahead and say hi to everyone, Seth.
I just want to I just want to say I don't like the way you said dungeon master. That feels weird. I feel weird now. You made me feel weird and now I feel weird.
That's
hello.
how he talks.
Hello. Hello, friends. I feel like I feel this must be my fault, correct? Because before stream, I asked Ben if he had a voice for the opening of the stream, and he gave me two that I said no to, and so that's kind of what we got instead.
I think they're happy about it. They heard Oculus.
Yeah, listen, that was better than what you did before, so
I did.
I'll take it.
I did my Birdly voice at first, and Seth really was not happy about that. I think I do a good Birdly voice.
That voice is specifically funny to me when we are in, like, with our friends, because we all slip into doing it, but everywhere else it gives me the ick and I don't like hearing it.
When we're hanging out with our friends, we'll all just go, Princess. Princess, we have to go down this way, Princess. And we all just talk like that to each other the whole time.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's like, it started as a bit, I'm sure, but now it's like one person starts doing it and everybody also starts doing it. And so we're all just walking around going, Princess. And it's great.
Really funny, though.
It's fantastic.
It's okay. This just means we have to indoctrinate the rest of like everyone in chat to also do it, and then it's not weird anymore.
Yeah, everybody who watches this
What I'm saying is, today we're doing Princess voice.
No. I'm so good. No thanks, actually. Hey, no thank you. Thanks though, but no thanks. Anyway, welcome back to the stream. This episode will be the last one for a week. There will not be an episode next week, but there will be one after that. So hopefully that'll give people some time to catch up. Because, and I will stress and say this now instead of at the end of the video, you're gonna want to be here for the next episode. Look at me. Look me in the eye. You're gonna want to be here for the next episode, okay? Listen to what I'm telling to you. You're gonna want to be here.
You know what this means, right, chat? This means Ailstain's gonna die.
Okay. That's an interesting prediction. Okay. Crazy thing to say about your main character, but sure.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
and then when he dies, I get to make Birdly as a character.
No. I would rather end the campaign than let you play as Birdly. So sorry to that man.
Ailstein and Scooter enemies to lovers arc. Okay, Johnny, I joke a lot on this stream. That I can firmly say, not as a joke, will never happen.
Ooh, sorry to that man. No. Okay. Well,
the only penetration Scooter's getting is sword penetration.
Whoa. Okay. Way to take it straight to 100. I guess that's
Yeah,
just
and
that's the tone of this video. Okay, great. Fantastic. Starting out right. Starting out great. Okay. Are you paying attention? Hello, wake up. We're playing D&D now. Okay. Fuck. What do we do now? The recap. Yep. Last episode was pretty combat intense. And I will say this episode might be similar, but hopefully in a less frustrating way. I don't know. We'll see. You know, I'm the dungeon master, but do I know? No. And why would I know? Should I know? No. And will I know? No. And do I? No. No. So, last week you did, Arachne put you through a fucking gauntlet. The magical menagerie show to try to, you know, in the attempts to wear you out and, you know, wear you down before you got to him in the hopes that he could either win you over or prevent you from kicking his ass.
I don't like that this fugly bitch was just able to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna have to.
It's his show, man.
I was joking about talking to him, but I think I just have to kill him now.
Okay, great. Yeah. No, you said no more talking. Only sword.
Yeah, sorry, you're too fugly. I gotta. Ooh, sorry, gotta kill you. That's what happens when you're ugly.
I mean, canonically, he's very handsome until he turns into an ugly Spider-Man.
No, he's fugly.
I mean.
No.
I think he's pretty handsome.
You can't canonize if someone's hot.
I mean, there's pictures of him.
That's subjective.
Have I shown the picture?
No, you have not.
Of Arachne? I haven't? Okay.
He has a little token that we've seen, but we have not seen his picture.
I'm gonna pull this on screen really quick. Hold on.
I swear to God, if he just looks like a fucking generic twink, I'm gonna lose my mind. He's so hot. He looks like every twink on Love and Deep Space.
You're gonna hate him. Oh, you're gonna hate him so bad. You're gonna hate him so
that's what it's gonna
bad. Leave my virtual boyfriends out of this. This is different.
If he looks like every white guy ever, exactly. He's gonna look like the most generic white twink.
I think that canonically he is I was gonna say he's possibly supposed to be like have like darker skin, but I just looked at him and I was like, no, he's white. No, he's white. He's white. Okay.
Chat. We're about to see a fugly dude masquerading as a twink.
I think that he's pretty. I think he's pretty.
Ew! Yeah, he just looks like every fucking twink.
Yeah, but a pretty
I'm sorry.
twink.
Wait, no. I'm sorry. Zoom in on those arms. And you were trying to tell me this dude's built?
This is as far in as I can zoom in.
You were trying to tell me that dude is fucking jacked? Meanwhile, he's got the most pool noodle. Bro has the most pool noodle arms I've ever seen in my life.
Now, I didn't say he was jacked. I said that he was built like a dancer, which is like
You said he was strong. I don't believe that.
He claims that he's strong, not me. They're different, okay? Separate the person from the character, please. Thank you.
Bro's got pool noodle arms for real.
Yeah.
That sure is a man.
That's what he looks
like.
like.
I think I can comfortably call him fugly. Listen, here's my rule. You can be the prettiest twink of all time. If you got a shit personality, sorry. Instantly ugly.
And that's fair.
We have enough twinks with face cards out there, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, enough about whether or not this man is ugly. I think, can we play the game? I think we're gonna play the game now. Thank you. Thanks so much. And shut up, now we're playing the game. Okay.
You're just upset that I didn't say that he's hot because he looks like you're loving Deep Space Boys.
He doesn't, first of all, he doesn't look anything like them. I'm not having this conversation with you on a live broadcast. Shut up. I'm not having this discussion with you live on stream. Well, that's what we're not doing today. Thanks.
Okay.
I'm gonna kill all your friends, bitch.
They're your friends too.
Ambrose dead. Kaz dead. Neve
Those
dead.
are your characters.
Yeah, but they're your friends. Don't you care if they die? Okay.
I mean, you're gonna kill Ailstein next episode anyway, so.
Shut up. Before we return to the dilemma that our party find themselves in. I'm part of the party now. Me too. I'm there.
You're there.
I'm also there. It's me. Oh.
I say this with so much love. You would be a hindrance with your constantly upset tummy.
All right, now's not the time to air out all my personal fucking grievances on live air. What the hell's your problem today?
I would also be a hindrance, but because I wouldn't be able to stay on task.
True. I can't wield a sword. Anyway. Why isn't the music playing? Oh my god. Today's a nightmare already.
Is it not playing for you? It's playing for me.
Oh, there it is. No, it wasn't playing for me. Okay.
I just lobotomized you with all the stupid jokes I made.
Mm-hmm. As tends to happen in this fucking stream.
Mm-hmm.
We return to Dragonhold. Several months ago. But not actually. An undisclosed amount of time ago, I will say.
Not that long ago.
Not that long. Not that
Somewhat
long.
recent.
Mm-hmm.
Shortly after the last one.
Yeah, all these last ones are all kind of in succession.
Mm-hmm.
In the dark, just after sunset, we see Ailstein and Gale sitting high on a ledge on the edge of one of the towers of Dragonhold. You see them sort of dangling their feet off the edge, staring out into the gloomy, foggy night overlooking the mountain and the valley below. Gale, not one to show much emotion, usually looks perturbed. And he's certain it said Lich.
Sure sounded certain. I'm still not sure what to make of it, though. But for some reason, I just know in my gut that we shouldn't breathe a word of it to Kestrel.
Frustrating. What if there's a simple explanation? They should clear it up.
Or they could give me a second naval. Grayson weren't supposed to be in there, remember?
I know. You're right. Seems we're at an impasse. What does Amber think?
I didn't get a chance to bring it up. We had a fight.
I take it she didn't like being told to slow down.
Of course not. She never has.
She'll come around.
I'm not so sure. I mean, maybe she really is fine. maybe I'm the one what's holding her back, you know? My heart was never really in this place, but Amber, she could be a real hero one day, you know? I might just be being a little selfish here.
Gale takes a long time to respond. As the two of them just kind of stare out into the windy night. A light snow begins to fall and spins wildly in the breeze. The night feels uneasy, as if a blizzard is approaching.
I don't think anyone likes losing touch with a friend.
Staring out into the frigid night, the whistle of the wind grows to an intensity, almost seems to be whispering to them, indiscernible, a warning, perhaps, perhaps not.
I got this weird feeling.
Weird feeling?
Like when a plan was gonna go sideways. I'd always get this weird feeling. Same one I'm getting now.
Meaning what?
Meaning, I think you should have a bag ready. In case you need to leave suddenly.
What are you planning?
Nothing. For once, I ain't planning nothing. And that's what scares me.
As these two continue to stare out into the oncoming blizzard, we fade from this memory back to a similarly uneasy scenario.
Were you guys able to hear me punch my microphone just now
Yes.
as I was getting water?
We-
Okay.
we all heard it, yeah.
Whoops. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we all heard it. Yep.
I was grabbing my water and I punched the microphone with it.
Yeah, no worries. Just gonna beat up your microphone. All right. You stand high above, near the pinnacle of the big top tent, surrounded by desiccated bodies in cobwebs. Before you stands the Charnel Cocoon, the large encasement of spider webs that is Arachne's lair. There are no more were spiders around that are inhibiting your procedure, your what the fuck am I trying to say? Your entrance. I don't know. There's a specific word that left my brain there.
Oh, they're preventing us from entering?
No, they were.
Oh, okay.
But you find yourselves alone. You've been here. It's been about 30 minutes as you've all taken a short rest. What do you do?
I expend my last hit die.
Okay, great.
Or max back out, baby.
You occasionally hear the skittering as if there are thousands of spiders on the roof above.
Is Bella still like dangling?
No, Bella, I'm pretty sure, exploded into dust and is gone.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I was gonna be like, we should like burn her or something to make sure she can't come back. But,
She's
all right.
gone.
All right. Well, I mean, we have to go in. Might as well, right?
Yes. Do you begin your approach?
Sure.
As you approach
Damn.
the cocoon, you hear Arachne kind of taunting you.
Oh, we keep that silence up the entire time.
It does not extend into his cocoon where he is. He calls from within.
I wonder if we can move the silence.
I think you might have to recast it. I don't think that you can.
Yeah.
Move it.
That's not one of those ones that lets you reposition it as an action. That would have been so funny. He's just running around in there trying to talk, and Ambrose just keeps moving it onto him.
You hear as you hear as you approach Arachne's deep sort of it's maniacal in nature, his laugh, but also like fake in its essence. Like as always for an audience and never true. He calls to you from inside the cocoon. He says, "Well, it's just you and me now. My coven is setting up for my grand victory as we speak. Come on in. Any funny business or unfunny business, and I'll be putting the laughter back in slaughter."
Jesus Christ. Boo, dude. Boo. Oh my God. People willingly come to see you perform?
Oh yeah.
Are you serious? It doesn't even sound the same.
It's in there though. You approach the cocoon.
Am I able to see him right now?
No, it is. So
Damn.
imagine a giant cocoon of web, like absolutely fucking massive. And like there's a split of opening that is just darkness. And he is beyond that.
Fine. You're right. When he makes that joke, Ailstain casts minor illusion.
Okay. Great. Fantastic. All right. One by one, you enter the Charnel Cocoon. You see the air inside is thick with the sweet scent of decomposition. Several humanoid faces protrude from the webbing, their desiccated mouths hanging open in an eternal scream. Lit candles are placed reverently in their open jaws. The walls, the floor, and the ceiling are all sticky with webbing. And in the center of the cocoon are the remains of an old wooden stage, its spotlights half buried under silken strands. You see 2 spotlights click to life, sending bright beams up towards the ceiling. Standing upside down and painted in bright red light and dark shadow is Arachne, sporting his hybrid spider form, his face no longer that sort of beautiful, and now more monstrous and spiderish in nature. You see that.
Gotta be honest with you, this is weirdly an improvement.
As you enter, you see a smirk creep across his once handsome face. And I will move you.
I resent putting those words in Aelstain's thoughts.
What?
His handsome face. No, I never had those thoughts.
His once handsome face.
Nope, even then, would not be in his thoughts.
All right. Well, that's just how I've described him to you. It doesn't need to be. Oh my god, this is so annoying. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Well, will it? Yeah. So you enter from down here. Let me throw your tokens on there for you.
I've decided Aelstein is full-throated a hater when it comes to people hurting people he cares about.
Mm.
So this man is fugly now.
Go ahead and position yourselves wherever you want them to be as I'm placing them down. Wherever you want to stand as you enter this room.
I can't really control Neve.
Okay, well, I'll move her wherever then.
Opposite Ambrose, one left.
Okay. You all sort of take up position as you enter this room. You see that as you all kind of find your places, Arachne waits patiently, just observing you as he hangs upside down, like a bat, or yeah,
Like a spider?
like a spider, but more. I don't know. It's. Yeah, no, bats are too cool for him. He's a stupid spider.
Mm-hmm.
You see that he, as you enter, he sort of like has his arms clasped, and like tilts his head and just looks at you. So, you've given any thought to my proposal?
Is he like actively working to like attack me in any way?
You feel like he is waiting for your answer, and if it's no, you're about to be in the shit. So
What was the proposal? Did he make us a proposal?
he wants you to
I don't remember
join.
that.
He wants you to join his coven. That the whole last fight was them trying to get you to join their coven.
Oh, he actually thinks that we'll do it?
Oh,
How
he's
stupid
he's
is he?
waiting for your answer.
Where's the toy maker?
Oh. Well, you don't have to worry about them anymore.
Oh, no. Don't change the subject. Don't be a rude host.
Oh.
While we're doing this, can I roll a stealth check?
For what?
There is a spell that I can cast that he would have no way of knowing that I cast if I succeed on my stealth check.
Can you tell me what it is?
It's a hex.
Okay, so you're trying to secretly hex him before this
while
battle?
we're talking.
Okay.
I'm getting him talking so that I can hex him.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. I'm sure this will end really good.
I feel like he's gonna have high stats since he's a boss. I want Ambrose to wink at me and give me Bardic.
He doesn't have any more left.
Yeah, he does. Short rest.
Oh, you're right. Sure. He will give you a bardic. You get a D8.
That's really good. Okay, so in that case, that is a 21. I rolled a 6 on that Bardic. That fucking saved me.
Oof. Honestly, it doesn't matter. He rolled like shit, so.
Nice!
You
While we get him talking, I cast a hex on him and he has no idea.
You managed to cast that without drawing his attention. To be fair, he's upside down. I feel like, but to be fair, that's also kind of where he is all the time.
That's like-
so
That's what he always does. He doesn't have any excuses. He's just stupid.
yeah, all 6 of his eyes were closed. He blinked at the wrong time.
Here,
Or 8.
this'll. I'll finally give chat a poll.
Oh.
Uh,
Which?
so the way hex works, chat, is I can now give him disadvantage on any ability checks for the next hour. I'm leaning towards either wisdom or charisma checks. I'm assuming he's probably gonna do charisma checks, but I don't know. Wisdom checks are also dexterity checks are also pretty common in combat. So I don't know. I'm gonna put it up to y'all. What kind of hex does Arachne have? How do you spell Arachne? Arachne?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna put dexterity, wisdom, and charisma. All right.
Quite.
So
interesting.
we can either hex his dexterity, hex his wisdom, or hex his charisma. That's 1 in chat for dexterity, 2 in chat for wisdom, 3 in chat for charisma. I just started the poll.
Wrong button. All my buttons are right next to each other. I clicked the wrong ones. This is an interesting development. I'm interested to see the outcome.
Something to keep in mind, hex does not affect saves. So like if it affected saves, the obvious one would be to do a wisdom hex, because then all of our wisdom save spells would just fucking devastate him. But it does not affect saves, just any actions he tries to take with one of those 3 abilities. What are we thinking, chat? What's everyone thinking?
It looks like charisma so far. He could be a very charismatic guy.
1 vote charisma.
He certainly thinks he's charismatic.
Well, he would be the opposite of charismatic then. His whole audience will fucking hate him.
I mean, you're the only ones here. You're his only audience.
It's a tie.
You already hate him.
If it's a tie, I flip a coin, and it will be one of the 2. Does Arachne not have a particularly high perception? Is that why he was not able to see my my little sneaky?
I rolled a 6. It didn't matter.
Oh. To be fair, I rolled a 10.
and then thankfully I used Bardic. Although I guess I didn't need to.
Yeah,
Probably would have been fine regardless.
that's how Bardic works.
Ooh, it's either 2 or 3. All right, I'm gonna flip a coin.
Okay.
It'll be heads, wisdom, tails, charisma, and we got tails. It's charisma.
All right.
All right. There you go, chat. Don't say I never did nothing for you.
I promise there will be polls, like probably next episode. It's just all of this combat.
I should do more. I should do more polls for how I'm gonna fuck with people like this.
That's true.
I think they like when they get the chance to fuck with a person they don't like.
Could be fun. All right, so you cast Hex on Arachne. So now you do an extra d6 of damage to him, and he has disadvantage on charisma saves.
Not on saves, on ability checks using charisma.
Okay.
He's very uncharismatic right now.
All right, I have that noted down. He is oblivious. You see that he patiently waits. He says,
I'm waiting to see where that toy maker is.
he says, "Oh, you're not here for them. You want to join my coven. I know that's why you're here. You don't have to hide it."
Is he standing on the stage?
No, he's hanging upside down from a web.
How high up? Sorry, so I just now put 2 questions in my head into one and made myself sound stupid. I meant to ask 2 questions. I meant to ask, is there actual webbing on the stage? And then how high up is he on the stage or from the stage? And my brain was just like, is he on the stage?
A really good question. Yes, there is webbing on the stage. There's webbing on all of the walls, on a lot of the floor, and all over the ceiling. There's webbing on the stage. He is hanging from a web. Let's see. This room is about 80 by 60 feet, and the ceiling's about 30 foot high. He's about 10 feet off the ground.
And how high up is the stage from the ground again?
It's just like a step up.
Okay.
Well, actually, let me double check that. Because I think... Oh, yeah. The stage is about 5 feet off the ground.
Okay. So I would have to climb up.
Yeah.
That would be 5 feet of movement.
These are also like seats. What am I trying to say? They're like stadium like seats. They're like rows of like bleachers. So the first one wouldn't, the last row is like 10 feet off the ground. You see him
I draw my sword.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you see him start to get irritated that you're not responding. Okay, you draw your sword. Roll for initiative.
I draw my sword and I say, how about this? You give me the toy maker and I'll make it quick. I draw my sword.
Roll for initiative. You see that he raises his eyebrows and he goes, "Oh." An interesting notion. I think I'll have to pass. And then he winks at you with like one row of eyes.
I do that. I like do that thing where I go, like I'm trying not to vomit.
Awesome.
Okay. Ailstain got a 13.
Give it to me. Who did anyone or roll them all, and then let me know.
Oh.
I will let them.
Okay.
I will ask for them.
Oh, okay. So sorry. In that case, let me just do them all real quick.
He rolled well.
Kaz is snoozing.
He's taking a little nap. He's tired. He's had a long fucking day. This is the same day that you fought Snout. You have not had a long rest since that fight.
Yeah. I know. I've been the one fucking figuring out the stats for each of these fights.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Did anyone get
I finished
above
rolling
a
for all of them.
15?
Just Ambrose.
What did he get?
A 20.
Ooh.
30, 20.
Okay.
Rolled an 18 plus 2.
10 to 15.
10 to 15. Ailstain got a 13.
Okay.
How many fucking people are gonna be in this fight?
5 to 10?
Neve got an 8.
Okay.
Kaz got a 4.
Oh. Buddy. He's tired. He doesn't. Kaz needs his beauty rest. And he did not sign up for not having a long rest. And he's mad. He's like, I've killed so many fucking spiders today.
I mean, it's kind of his fault for being so tired. He's got that fucking massive shield he's lugging around
That's
now.
true. That's so true.
You're the one that brought a tombstone.
He's like, it's helpful. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'll set it down. I'll fucking throw it over here, huh? I'll just let it go. Yeah. Is that what you want?
I don't want anything. I'm just saying you're tired because you're lugging around a tombstone.
You see, Ambrose is like, he gets cranky when he's tired. Don't rile him up. All right. Let me change to a more fitting playlist.
No, we fought Snout. We fought the performers in that little forest area. We fought the wax guy. Then we fought the Coven, and now we're fighting Arachne.
Correct.
It has been a gauntlet.
Yeah. That was the others. Yeah, in case it wasn't clear, the gauntlet that you ran was the show, the Magical Menagerie, which is the other performance that the Coven puts on at the big top. All right. So, top of
Yeah, the theater kids. You know what? Thank God we killed them. Few less theater kids in the world.
All right.
I saw the craziest TikTok that made like a slur for theater kids, calling them thesps.
Give me I will say during this battle, if you would like to, you have the option to make a perception check. It will be your action, but you do have that option.
What?
Otherwise, you can do whatever else.
Wait, why does the perception check count as an action?
Well, because checks count as actions in combat.
I guess. So it's
There is
Okay.
something to perceive here, but it will be your action to try and look for it.
okay.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Top of the round. Ambrose beat Arachne, even though he rolled really well. So he starts us off. Actually, wait. top of the round, layer action first. I'm not going to forget like I did with Snout. Layer actions happen first. You see that Arachne descends from his web and now stands on the stage. He sort of takes up a very like dancer's pose, and two spotlights shine down on think of a number between 1 and 4, or give me a number between 1 and 4.
What?
Give me a number between 1 and 4. Okay. Shines down on Cause.
Oh God.
Okay.
Just keep in mind, if he does any charisma things, he has disadvantage.
It's not, and I have that noted down. And again, I will remind you that layer actions are not Arachne doing anything. It is the layer doing something. All right. Well, something is going to happen to Cause on his turn, but that's not right now. So for now, you see two spotlights shine down on Cause. And that is all that happens immediately. It is Ambrose.
That's unfortunate.
It is Ambrose's turn.
I mean, I guess since you called it out, I'll do a perception check with Ambrose.
Okay.
Although part of me does just want to like cast silence on him again. I think that would be really fucking funny if we made him shut up again. Yeah, let's do a perception check.
Okay.
Ooh, that was actually pretty good. 22.
Yeah. You see Ambrose does a quick scan of the room. And you see his eyes snag on the webbing on the back wall, and he points. And you see that among the web-wrapped, desiccated corpses, there is something wrapped in web on the back wall that appears to be moving and like struggling ever so slightly, but unable to break free of the web.
What? We couldn't look for. Okay. God damn it. All right. That's his turn.
That is what you see. Does he take any movement? Do any bonus actions?
The steps right here.
Great. Okay, great. All right. Excuse me, please. Oh, what's this song? I always think that the music turned off, but this song is just really quiet because it's 8 minutes long and the beginning is like silent. All right. Let's see. Arachne is in his spider hybrid form. How far away are you, Ailstein?
15 feet away.
Yeah. Well, that's not very far at all. Yep, that hits. You take... Actually, okay, you don't take any damage, luckily for you. But Arachne kind of weaves his hands through the air and webs shoot towards you and wrap you up. You are restrained by webbing.
What? I don't get a save?
It wasn't a save, it was an attack, and it hit.
Well, hang on. Sometimes I can do stuff to stop that.
Okay.
Uh,
You're being targeted with an attack. Would you like me to
Uh-huh.
ask every time?
well, I don't. Well, you didn't tell me you were rolling an attack. uh, fuck. Fuck. Never mind. Whatever.
Okay. You
He got me.
You are restrained with webbing. On your turn, you will be able to use your action to attempt a strength check to break free. The webbing, as last time, can be damaged. Let's see. I'm going to use this net to mean restrained. All right. And that...
I'm so mad that I wasted fucking Ambrose's turn.
That is his action, and as his bonus action, he takes the dodge action. So attacks have disadvantage against him.
Wait, he can take
Mm-hmm.
what?
Mm-hmm. As a bonus action, he may take the dodge action.
That sucks. Okay.
He's a boss.
All right.
He's very dexterous.
This sucks.
That
All
is-
right.
But he does not move. That is the end of his turn.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I guess my turn is getting out of these fucking webs.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Stupid. Uh, 16.
You successfully break the webbing.
All right.
You are no longer restrained.
I get up on the stage in front of him
Okay.
and I activate my Crimson Ray.
Okay. You see that he goes, ooh,
Taking-
too close.
4 points of damage.
Okay. Oh, I should put everybody's health up, huh?
Yeah. And he says,
I've been meaning to tell you. You're a lot uglier when you smile. Let me fix that for you.
Oh my god. Silence Windows noises. All right. Is that your turn?
yeah, that was my action, was getting free.
All right. Next up is Neve.
All right, Neve. I'm gonna need you to hit this dude with something. I'm gonna need you to hit him with something good.
I believe she is still in her druidic. Or no, you took a long rest. She is not in her druidic
Yeah.
form still. It only lasts 10 minutes.
She has to bonus action get back into that.
Did you heal to full?
Yes.
Cool. There we go.
She has 1 third level spell, although I don't think it's really all that useful right here. 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall. Each creature in that area must make a dex save throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 48. I think maybe
Ooh.
she will do this. Is that a figure that? Where is that figure in this room? The one that's encased in webs.
It's along the back wall. Also, I just realized it's 6:09. And did we miss the ads?
Oh, we totally did.
Oops.
The ads have been running for 3 minutes. Whoopsie.
Okay.
Sorry, chat. We actually just came back from the ads. Sorry, chat. I was so busy like figuring out how to deal with this fucking cursed evil twink.
That's okay. I forgot to mention it.
All right. So
Along the back wall, let me show you. drag this up. I will just reveal them to you so that you can see where they are. They are up in the corner.
Damn. Not what I was hoping for, but all right. What we could do is have her cast Moonbeam as a 3rd level spell on him. Centered on him.
On Arachne?
Yep.
Okay, doesn't
He's
that
gonna need to do a con save.
doesn't that also hurt you if it's nearby?
Nope. It's a 5-foot radius.
Okay. Con save?
Yep.
What is his con? Okay. Ooh, even with that con, it's not good. It's well, actually 14?
14 fails.
Okay.
Sure, her save is 15.
Well,
That's gonna be. Oops. Oh wait, no. That's. I think I rolled max damage on 2 of those,
damn.
and then almost max damage on the other one. That's 29 radiant damage
Oh my god.
on a failed save.
Okay.
To be fair, this dude did seduce her girlfriend into being a spider.
I'm not saying she shouldn't do it. I just am. That's a lot of fucking damage.
And it stays there too.
Woof. Yeah, you know, Arachne, for all his...
Ooh. Hang on. And a shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage. So he would have had disadvantage. And if it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form and can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light. So while he is engulfed by this light, he cannot be in his silly little spider form. Oh, get fucked, Arachne! Get fucked!
You know, I was unaware that Moonbeam did that. But okay, fuck. Yeah, not only do you singe this fucking twink, you like the Moonbeam, it makes the sound like a laser shooting down from space. Like there's a tear in the big top ceiling, or in like the Charnel Cocoon, and we see the red light of the blood moon beam down, and Neve like takes its power. It like burns with a brilliant like white light as it descends on him, as she like infuses it with the power of her goddess instead of Hecna, and it like singes this fucking twink and like burns away the spider-esque appearance, so he's just his like humanoid self again, even though he still is vaguely arachnid appearing. And he's just like, ah! You know,
that's true. Lux, yeah, Ailstain smirks at him and says, I did tell you we'd make it quick.
that's true. Yeah, he, oh my god. Arachne, he's dexterous, and he, you know, but, you don't think that he is very strong, and you don't think that he has a lot of health.
Oh. Uh-oh. Is he bloodied?
No, he's not bloodied yet.
Okay.
No.
About to say, bloodied after 29 is crazy.
Not yet. But he's hurt. He is very dead. He went from being very cocky to being very disheveled. And being forced out of his spider form is really not doing him any favors.
He just screams.
That was a really great turn for her. Love her.
Her turn's not done.
Okay, great.
That
Awesome.
was
What else are
just
you
her
doing?
action.
Oh, fantastic.
Neve also gets her bonus action. She gets to go into her archer form and throw an arrow at him.
Okay, great. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that now.
Was his bonus to, I guess no, he took a dodge action, so he's probably still has that.
Yeah.
But regardless, might as well try, right?
Yeah, it will have disadvantage because he is taking the dodge action.
God damn it. 14. She has a good modifier, but
14 does not hit.
damn. She throws an arrow at his feet that he like. She's like making them dance. You know what I mean? Like when a cowboy like
Yeah.
shoots at your feet and you have to like jump up and down.
He does. He does like a little.
She has
alright.
murder in her eyes.
Is she taking any movement, or is that her action? Her
I feel like we maybe don't want to be next to Cause for whatever's about to happen.
Okay.
Would she be able to like move like here?
Yeah, she'll. Well, so that's the top of the bleachers. So that's 10 feet off the ground. So she'd have to. She won't be able to get up there, but she can come around like here.
Would she not be able to like walk here, then here, then here? That's 15, 20, 25,
Okay. Yeah.
30.
She takes the long way and
Yeah.
runs up on the bleachers. Sorry.
One more left.
She goes, sorry, Cause. All
There
right.
we go.
And Cause is like in the spotlights, like, what's happening?
He's rolling his eyes.
All right. Is that her turn?
Yeah, that's her action, bonus action, and movement.
All right. At the start of Cause's turn, the spotlights burn bright and blind him. He is blinded.
God damn it.
And also, he takes...
Wait, he doesn't get a save for that?
No.
God damn. There's a lot of no saves in this module.
He takes 3 radiant damage.
All right.
So that brings him to 35. Not as bad as it could have been. But he is blinded. And now it is his turn.
All right. Well, let me look through his spells and see which ones don't say a creature you can see within range.
You hear Arachne go, oh, what's the matter? The spotlights are too bright. Not everybody can stand on the stage. Not everybody was born for the spotlight.
I'm sorry. Who? I'm so sorry. Who told you Uggos were allowed to talk in this fight?
Oh my God. He goes, you're one to talk, that ghastly visage.
What did I just say?
He's not afraid of you. He's afraid of Neve.
Oh, he's about to be fucking afraid of me. Damn it! All of these say one creature you can see within range.
Yeah.
Towards a creature in range. Okay, here we go. Ray of Enfeeblement says nothing about sight.
Okay.
He just has to point at Arachne.
Okay.
So he is going to cast Does he have any weapons on him, or does he seem like strictly a caster?
Arachne?
Yeah.
Give me an intelligence check.
Is this gonna use my turn?
No. I'll
Okay.
say this is outside of that.
Who's giving the intelligence check though?
Who's trying to discern the information?
Any of us? I don't know. I'm just
Well,
trying
it's
to figure out what my next move is.
It's Kaz's turn, right?
Uh-huh.
So Kaz.
13 then. Fuck, he's got a -1 to intelligence.
You
Okay, Ailstain also wants to run this this check.
you don't see him holding any weapons. But as you
Ailstain got a 19.
Okay, you don't see him holding any weapons, and you've also never seen him cast a spell. So you're not sure.
What? Ray of Enfeeblement probably isn't all that useful then. God fucking damn it. All of these are creature you can see within range. So how long until he can like have his vision back?
Let's see. Until the top of the round.
Here. He doesn't need sight for spiritual weapon. Spiritual weapon will be he'll summon one down right next to Arachne.
Okay.
That'll be his bonus action.
Okay.
And that gets to smack him. And then on top of that, he will. What does he have for cantrips? Fuck, one creature you can see. Fuck, each creature you can see. Oh my god, everything is creatures you can see within range.
Yeah, it's terrible. Being
Ah!
blind sucks. This is the opposite of your time in the Tunnel of Love, where being deaf let you bypass everything. Now being blind
Yeah.
is the issue, and it sucks.
Yeah. This is ableism. Fuck, he can't take any of his he can't take any of his actions. They're all like he needs vision. Let's see. Maybe he has some kind of channel divinity he can do. He's not undead.
Is Moonbeam, it's concentration, right?
God, you can't ask me this right now.
I'm sorry. I'll figure it out.
Yes, Moonbeam is concentration.
Okay.
Uh,
Just so I can mark her for concentration.
Fuck, all his divinities are creatures he can see. I guess he just can't fucking take an action. Although he could just walk up on stage and hit him. That would just have disadvantage. That's what he'll do. He'll
Well-
walk on stage and fucking hit him.
He already has disadvantage because of the dodge action, so.
Yeah, so there you go. He can't get double disadvantage.
All right, Kaz
you, Arachne.
blindly
Your
stumbles.
blindness helped us.
Kaz crawls to the stage. He holds out his weapon and he goes, "I'm sorry if I hit you, Ailstain."
Ooh, he got a 16 and a 17. So
With
the lower one,
disadvantage?
16,
That's
is
crazy.
yeah, with his disadvantage. That's a dirty 20 to hit with his mace.
That's crazy. That hits.
He's motivated purely by spite.
Yeah, you watch as the spotlights follow him as he crawls up onto the stage. And he's just like, God, they're relentless.
That's 7 bludgeoning damage
Woo.
from that.
All right.
And then we're also gonna roll a attack for the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Kaz isn't much of a hitter when it comes to melee weapons, unfortunately.
Yeah,
He's not built for that.
he's more of a caster.
Okay. My God, 10 doesn't hit, does it?
It does
Because the
not.
spiritual weapon has disadvantage too, right?
Correct.
So, all right, spiritual weapon doesn't hit.
All right. He is starting to look, you know, a little worse for wear, but not bloodied yet.
Mm-hmm. I want him to like hit him in the face though, if he can.
Okay. Does
I want to fuck up his face a little bit.
does being blinded have your movement speed at all?
I don't think so.
Okay, just check.
I'm pretty sure it's just you have like disadvantage on attacks and you fail ability checks that require sight,
Okay.
and you can't make the actions that say like if you can see them.
All right. Is that the end of Caus's turn?
Yeah, he smacks him in the face. And Ailsane says, "Ooh, do that again. He's looking better."
All right. We are back to top of the order. The spotlights disappear off of Kaz, who blinks and like rubs his eyes and is like, God, it's like looking into the sun. Every time I blink, it's just the yellow orb. However, we see spotlights shine down on Neve.
Oh, fuck off.
And
Not Neve
Now she is blinded as well.
as well.
Or instead. All right. Top of the order, that is Ambrose.
All right. Ambrose, what can you do, buddy? Did Arachne talk at all has he's taken any of his actions as like violent actions?
He web wrapped you.
But did he talk for that? Did it seem like he used a verbal component?
No.
Mm.
You don't think that was a spell. It sort of was like he's a spider, you know, and he used webs.
All right.
Also, I just realized
think-
I completely did the web thing wrong. It was actually supposed to web a lot more of you, but I'll let it slide because that was my bad. I misread that.
Oh, we were all supposed to get webbed?
Yeah. Well, you were all supposed to make
God.
the check. Yeah.
That's terrible if
Or he was
we,
supposed to roll to
if
hit
we
you.
can't. So wait, it just webs everyone and then like we can't save against that and then we have to spend an action getting out?
It's an attack, so he has to roll to hit.
I see.
But if he hits
Okay.
your armor class, then yes.
I was gonna say if he doesn't have to roll for that, I would like to have a word with these module creators.
No. That would be crazy.
My boss is really cool and he just succeeds on
He
things.
just he just hits. He just hits. He doesn't even have to try.
I do think it'd be very funny to bestow a curse on him, but unfortunately Ambrose has to touch the creature for that, and I don't think Ambrose can even get up there. So he's gonna cast Dissonant Whispers as a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
He's got to give us a wisdom save.
All right. Hold on. I just realized I didn't mark off Neve's moonbeam. So let me do that.
I mean, unless they're all supposed to be webbed after his thing, we can always retcon that in.
It's fine. It wouldn't make any sense. You said 3rd level Dissonant Whispers?
Yes.
Okay.
We need a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. God, I have to stop rolling this dice.
Did he fail?
Wisdom. Oh yeah, that's like 8.
Oh, that's really good for us, actually. He doesn't get to take his fucking turn.
What?
He's gonna have to use
he's going to have to use his action to get as far away from us as possible. He's terrified of Ambrose.
Does he take damage
wants to
at
get-
all?
He does.
Okay.
And because it was a 3rd level spell, that's 5d6.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that first. This is very funny timing. For where he's at in his health.
Is he bloodied?
Not yet.
That will be 21 psychic damage.
Anything else on top of that?
Just that he has to run away on his turn
He is
using the safest route.
he is officially bloodied. And on top of that, you see that the damage hits before the fear, and you see as he realizes that he is like not prepared to win this battle against you, you see him start to go, wait, actually, let's talk about this. Wait, hold on, we can talk. I have so many things that I can offer you, actually. Hold on. And then you watch the fear creep into his mind. He goes, oh, actually, get away from me. And you watch as he, there is, yeah, there's like a little opening at the top of the big top, and he scrambles up the webs and pops out the top onto the top of the big top and disappears out of sight.
Did he do a disengage action?
No. You have your attacks of opportunity against him.
All right. Well, in that case, let's roll cause first because he's gonna do less damage.
Okay.
Ooh, and he's not blind. Oh wait, this would be really funny. Give me that 2nd level. Because he can. Hang on, let me double check. Cause has the Warcaster shit where like he can take. Yeah, he can take spells as attacks of opportunity. So yeah, let's just do a 2nd level guiding bolt.
Okay.
He'll roll that attack. Is Arachne still dodging? I think
No, he's not.
Is.
No.
No?
Because it's
Oh, it's his turn. That's right. In that case, that is a 21 to hit.
that hits.
And he also gets to do 5d6.
Awesome.
Oh my god, he's rolling like shit. He does 10 damage, even though he got 5d6. He only got 10 damage out of that.
Okay. Great.
How's Arachne looking? Critical?
Not good. Not critical, but not good.
Let's see. We did, what, 21 damage last time? I think it was something like that.
Something like that.
All right. Well, Aelstein is going to roll his attack of opportunity. And lest I remind you, he is hexed. That's a 18 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh, I get to roll 4d6, and I get to do it twice, baby. Oh my god. Let me roll damage. Okay. Nope, we're taking the first one. So that is does he have any resistances? Does he have resistance to lightning or I think it's necrotic damage?
You don't know.
Well, I'm about to know. That's why I'm asking, because like I'm gonna total it if not.
Oh,
Does he have resistance to lightning or necrotic?
he does not.
Okay, so then that's 20 damage total.
You hit this man to death.
Oh. He's dead? I wanna do non-lethal damage if we can. I wanna knock him unconscious.
Okay. I will say. Yeah, so he attempts to scramble out. I made a whole map. He attempts to scramble out onto the top of the big top. Does not make it out there. He doesn't even make it a step before you and Kaz beat the shit out of him. He falls to the floor on his hands and knees. He is still conscious, but he is like an inch from unconsciousness.
Yeah, I want him making death saves if we can.
You see that he coughs up a bunch of blood. He turns to look at you, and he goes, "Hang on, hang on. I know what you're looking for, and I can help. I'm well informed. Come on. You're looking for the chair, right? You want to know where it is? That zany fucker Scooter has it in the fun house. Just stop attacking me and I'll tell you where it is."
I want Kaz to go investigate that webbed up person.
Okay. I'll say we exit combat.
While he's doing that, I think Ailstain turns to Neve, points at her sickle, and holds up a hand, indicating for her to pass it to him.
She looks at you like, fuck no.
What?
She's like, what do you want my sickle for? She like motions to your sword like.
He says, "It's gonna be cool. Just trust me."
Kaz goes over here. I'm gonna say Ambrose takes a couple steps forward as well. Okay, she walks up onto the stage.
No, just toss. Okay,
Oh.
just toss it over, Neve. It was gonna be so cool.
Oh, okay. I don't know. God, you didn't specify.
That's why he's holding up a hand.
Oh, sure. Okay, yeah. She tosses it to you.
He takes it and he fucking hooks it into fucking Arachne's back. And he drags him over to Neve.
That's an interesting place to do that. You notice as you are trying to do that there is something on his back.
Oh.
You see that there appears to be a mirror on his back in a sort of protective casing. That is sort of preventing.
Can I rip it off?
You can.
I grab it.
You touch this thing. It's in a it's in a protective casing. So you take the bag off.
Yeah.
And you see
I toss that to Ambrose to figure out what the fuck it is.
You see he watches as you take it and he goes, "What's this? My extremely valuable mirror that I'm like super emotionally attached to. You want that? You want to smash it in front of me? Go ahead. Go ahead. We're all pals here. Just please don't kill me."
Ailstain says, "Don't smash it. Figure out what it is." And he tosses it to Ambrose.
He catches it and is like,
and he does what I said. He hooks that sickle into his back and he says, "Come on, ugly."
okay. you drag him over. Well, if you're gonna hook it into his back, he's gonna fall unconscious from the damage it will do.
Nope. That is only 2 failed death saves. He will still be conscious.
All right. Well, time is going by, so
Okay,
by
I'm taking a turn.
you're not in combat anymore. Time is going
Okay.
by. If you make him fail
Okay.
2 death saves, he's about to make another one, and if he fails, then he's dead.
Oh my god. Then we'll re-enter initiative. I don't care. Just let me drag him over.
Okay. What do you do?
I drag him over to Neve.
Well, I know, but now what? I'm saying, what's next?
Okay. I say, apologize to the nice lady.
He coughs up a bunch of blood, and she goes, "Ew."
That's not a very good apology.
He goes,
Try again. He like twists the sickle a little bit.
you see, he is like, sorry. Is that what you want? I'm sorry.
He looks at Neve and he looks back at him. He says, "You're not doing a very good job, but it's up to her." And he lets go of the sickle, basically presenting Arachne to her.
She just looks down at him, like, in disgust. And he kind of is like, this is, really getting out of hand. Listen, I'm handsome and smart, and you're still walking and talking, and we can make a deal. Huh? We're pals, right? Buddies, we're besties, right? We can make a deal.
Has Kaz managed to identify who this is? In
Yeah,
the thing?
Kaz has ripped that shit off. Yeah, the toy maker's back there, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
You see Neve, like, leans down. How close are you to them?
I think she would have like maybe stepped forward to the edge of the stage, and he's like on his hands and knees at the edge of the stage right now.
Mm-hmm. And where are you in position to this?
I'm like right next to him.
Okay. You see that she leans down and whispers something in his ear. You are not close enough to hear what it is. You think that perhaps the words are only for him.
Mhm.
And then she...
I think as she's whispering that, he like steps back. He's like, "This is her moment. I'm letting her have this."
You watch as her hand turns into a claw. She sticks her hand into his chest and grabs his heart. And then
Oh my god.
at the same time, her mouth turns into fangs and she rips his throat out at the same time that she rips his heart out of his chest.
Jesus Christ. I think while that's happening, Ailstain like walks to the edge of the stage where Ambrose is, and he's just like,
Is this what you guys are seeing when I'm butchering people?
Ambrose is looking away. He goes, "Yep." He goes, "Yes. Yeah. Yep."
No wonder you guys are so grossed out.
but he like doesn't look away. He's like looking like fascinated.
Yeah. Neve stands up. Her mouth is dripping blood all down the front of her. Her hand is absolutely coated up to the elbow in blood and gore. And she has a very calm look on her face. Sort of strange tranquility settles on her. You see she spits out a chunk of his flesh.
yeah.
and just kind of stares vacantly into the middle distance. You see that
I think that was good for her. I think she needed that.
Ambrose is like, I think that we have different definitions of what is good for someone. All right, yeah, we come out of initiative. You're not in combat anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's play this one. You see that the toy maker stands up, and Kaz sort of helps them over to everybody else. Arachne is dead on the floor.
Do we got baths around here? I'm like covered in grime, and
Not really.
now Neve is too.
There's bathrooms, but there aren't really. That's a really good question, actually. There's a lake, you know.
I'll have to go jump in a lake later.
Swim in the lake. You see that the toy maker, well.
Oh yeah, she gets rid of the moonbeam, by the way.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just realized that I never said that. Yeah, they walk through
Yeah,
the
they walk
moonbeam.
right into it. You realize that without Stefano here, you don't have any way to understand the toy maker. So, you see that they sort of motion like to leave this place.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Damn it, I could have brought Stefano here if he would just get in the goddamn bag.
You see the toy maker shakes their head. Their many-faced head. All right, you've killed Arachne. Congratulations.
I definitely expected Arachne to have more health.
Yeah, no, he's not a very
How
strong guy.
much
For all his
How
boasting,
much health did he have?
he only had 82 health.
Oh my god.
For all his boasting, he was not a very strong dude. Like, he's a dancer, you know?
I mean, to be fair though, we will to give a window in chat. Pretty much all of our casters had like 2 or 3 spell slots left.
Mm-hmm.
So like we were already kind of
Yeah.
out of
you
shit.
are lucky that was not a very difficult fight. Like, yeah, even rolling as good as he did. And I said it was funny because at half health, he was supposed to run away to the roof where like the second half of this combat happened, but you just killed him so fast.
Oh no,
He
what
did-
was the second half gonna be?
Oh, it was just gonna be him like pleading for his life and like a different like setting on the like fighting on the top of the big top.
I see.
I
don't know. What I thought was happening is I thought he was gonna try and get away and escape, and so I was like, oh, fuck that. We need to kill this dude now.
Yeah,
And so I
for
was
sure.
like, fire all fucking cannons. We're killing this bitch. He's not getting away.
As you descend back down into the big top, you walk back into the welcome room where you took your first break, and you see that Stefano is there, surrounded by like a gang of other marionettes who appear
Oh
to
god,
be,
we're getting jumped.
they appear to be like protecting him, and like all of them look worse for wear. Like they are like battered and bruised. Some of them are like there's cracks in their porcelain. Some of them are like missing limbs, but they're all like they look like toughened. And they all rush to the toy maker as they see them, and you see that they sign some stuff and are like patting all of them on the head and like inspecting them for like breaks and stuff like that. And you see that they begin to sign, and Stefano says, oh yeah, among the people, among the marionettes, you see Ramona, you see Polly, and you see fucking oh, I can't fucking remember his name. The one from the Heckna's eye. He's been given legs. And all of them are seem to be very happy to see the toy maker again.
Mm-hmm.
You
Is
see
the toy maker hurt at all?
they look a little battered, but they don't look as bad as
Are they like leaning on someone while they walk, or are they
yeah,
like fine?
they're holding kind of like a metal pipe as like a walking stick almost.
Hmm.
You see that with Stefano here, he interprets. You see, they turn to you and say, "Thank you for your quick assistance. I was captured by the web while you were fighting Snout. They caught me by surprise. Something that never happens and will not happen again." You see that their face kind of is switching between the one of like anger and like also one of like kind of embarrassment a little bit before it finally just settles on their sort of neutral face. You see that they say, "Much has escalated since last we spoke. Much has happened. Hecna has been deeply wounded and surprised by the death of his beloved pet. And while he is disoriented, we need to take action now. If we want to escape, we need to go to the Shattered Station. There are just a few last missing pieces of the train that need to be collected. And I think I know where you'll find them." You see that they sort of
Well, we know Scooter's got one.
You see that they kind of glance over their shoulder, and in the distance, you see that army of candelabrons that was told to you previously, that Sophie released all her creations to guard the funhouse. And you remember having the notion of like, oh, maybe I can sneak in, like with our Pass Without a Trace, like into the funhouse. You see, not like that could have possibly been a viable option if you weren't trying to go in the front door, because these candelabrons, 100, 200 of them, stacked next to each other so tightly it just forms a wall of wax.
Jesus.
Like one in front of the other. It is like truly a standing army of wax, so tight that nobody could get through. You see they say, "I can get you into the funhouse through the secret entrance, but I need a moment to gather my thoughts, gather my things, prepare. You will..."
Yeah, says that's okay. I think if we keep fighting for any longer, I think Kaz might cry. You don't want to see him when he cries.
You see Kaz glares at you, just like daggers. You see that they say, "You'll need to defeat Sophie first, and then you'll be able to defeat Hecna. Kill whoever you find in the funhouse while you're at it, or let them free. It matters not to me. What matters is that you kill Sophie, you kill the pet, and you kill Hecna. Once those three are dead, we are free."
Oh, so Scooter's just like a cherry on top. He's just a fun little side kill.
You see that they sort of blink and go, "I forgot about Scooter. He's probably in there somewhere."
That's the thing. You don't gotta tell me to kill Scooter. I knew I was killing Scooter since the day I met him.
You see that the marionettes like take up around this room, and they're like, "This'll be our temporary base of operations. If you need to rest here, go ahead. Otherwise, you can go to the Shattered Station. But we'll be here."
The way you did that voice, it made them sound like they're like little gangsters.
They are. Right now, these quirky little marionettes are little gangsters, is what's happened.
They got little Tommy guns and shit, and they're like, "Listen here, pal."
Is we're taking up here. It's dangerous out there, so if you gotta rest here, go ahead. Otherwise, to the Shattered Station.
I'm picturing them with little Tommy guns that shoot toothpicks.
Yeah. Yeah. You see that the toy maker sits down and begins repairs on the parts of themselves that are damaged. And then they turn to the marionettes and are like trying to mend whatever they can outside of their workshop. You are standing in the... Oh, I did not give them long rests. A lot of revelations happened over the break and I didn't have time to do any of that. So let me do that really quick. Everybody gets a long rest. Do you take your long rest here in the welcome room, or are you going to head back to the Shattered Station first?
I mean, might as well. I mean, we told the kids we were gonna go kill Hecna, so
True.
It'd be kind of anticlimactic if we came back and we're like, well, he's still alive, but we're working on it.
Well, the toy maker did tell you to go back because it seemed like they had some more stuff to tell you about.
Oh, well then let's go there, I guess.
Okay.
Before we do, actually, how hard would it be for us to fucking buy some health potions?
Not hard.
And if there are greater ones, how much do they cost?
Yeah, let me find that out for you. I know that
Because we have so many tickets. Ailstain has 46, Ambrose has 10.
yeah, you
and
really
it's like,
haven't
at
been
this
spending
point-
them.
At this point, it's like, I feel like we should blow these tickets before we destroy the carnival. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let me find that out for you. There are the...
Because I know the potions of healing cost 5, and then there were the discounted ones for 2.
Yes.
But I don't know how much. You said there were greater ones, which
Yes, there are greater ones. Sorry, I'm trying to find the information on the handy helpers. Maybe it's in the beginning? If I can't find it, I'll just make something up.
okay, buy all the health potions. No, like take away the /J. I think we might actually just blow all our tickets right here because I don't know what else we would spend tickets on. This whole place is coming down. We're cashing out.
Oh,
Because with our total, we have 56 tickets total. Unless Ambrose is not wanting to give up his 10.
he doesn't care about them. Okay, this is too hard to find. It's not easily fucking listed anywhere. So I'm just gonna say, the normal ones are 5. I'll say for like 8 tickets.
8?
You can have greater ones.
Okay. I mean, for 8, we could get 7 greater potions of healing. That divides super evenly.
Okay.
56 tickets divided by 8. That's 7.
Okay. Sounds good.
Ooh, someone's gonna get stuck with just 1 though. So everyone gets 2 except for someone who gets 1. You know what? Ambrose tends to fully avoid physical confrontation at all costs. He'll get the 2.
Do you mean the 1?
Or the 1, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. I'll add those. Perfect. Put that in his backpack. Okay. Cool. So, you make your way back to the Shattered Station?
Did you give Kaz and Neve 2
I'm
each
doing
as
that
well?
right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we head back to the Shattered Station.
Trying to do 2 birds with 1 stone, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Back.
I think you should give me their sheets. Then I could do all this for you.
Yeah, I should probably.
I could take some of the workload off you.
All right. You make your way back to the Shattered Station. You see all of them, kind of. You see Piper and Watt are over working on the actual train, while Giggles and Rough Tumbles seem to be kind of having their own conversation. You see, as you enter the clearing, the kids are sort of doing target practice by playing spies and being like, you see Peaches standing sitting in the clearing in his wheelchair, and he's got 2 guns and they're pointed in either direction, and you see fucking Boot and Haggis are like dodging and weaving around, and Peaches is like trying to shoot them.
Okay, not at each other, kids. Come on, at targets.
You see Boot and Haggis come out of the bushes, and they're wearing like boards that have been like reinforced with like shit like makeshift armor, and like they look very silly, and you see Haggis is like, we're moving targets.
All right, you're really making me regret giving you these guns.
You see Boot goes, what? No. What's wrong?
Unbelievable.
You see Peaches rolls up 2 smoking pistols. He goes, is Heckner dead?
No, but one of his besties is dead. There's a lot of dudes need killing over there.
Oh. Okay. Well, good job, I guess.
We're working on it. Maybe next time.
Okay. They go back to playing.
Okay.
All right. You enter the Shattered Station. And you see that Watt kind of motions you over as him and Piper are working on the train. And you see that he says, you see as you approach,
The train attacks.
You see from the clearing, or from like entering the clearing, is a group of marionettes who also look worse for wear, and you see that they are like in combat with some feral thralls, and they're sort of like being backed into this clearing. There is still a blood moon going on. I don't know if you forgot about that.
Well, why are the feral thralls over here?
They're everywhere. You see that they are...
Should we go help?
You see like sparks and blood flying through the air. And you see that Watt and Piper rush to their aid. And in a quick, short movement, dispatches them.
Okay.
And the marionettes all kind of look at each other and like sit down in the grass and start trying to repair themselves. And you see Watt kind of like rubs his head as you approach.
This is just like a routine thing for them, just like having to like repair themselves all the time.
Yeah, well, they keep getting broken down, you know. You see as you approach, Watt is kind of like, well, I'm glad you're here. It's been, he motions up to the blood moon and he goes, it's been an interesting couple of hours. But I assume I can say the same for you?
Yeah. We killed the fugly twink. We also, We killed Hector's pet, and I think he's not happy about it.
Oh. You see Watt and Piper both go, and they look at each other and they go, yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. They go, that makes sense. Okay, and then you see Piper goes, Arachne's dead? Nice. She's got like blood all over her.
She's got like a personal vendetta against him.
You see that Watt is like, well, I'm glad that you stopped by before you went to, I don't know where you're going, but there's a couple more things we need while you're out. The chair, obviously, but I need some engine grease for the train as well. It's
No, you got some right there, and he points at like the bloody fucking mess on the ground.
you see, he looks at you and he says, yeah, I don't think that's gonna cut it. You see, he says he motions to the engine and he says the components are rusted, they're stuck. We need the proper grease from the laboratory. So good luck getting that, but we need it. So, but I guess if you're fighting Hecna, you'll have to face Sophie sooner or later.
I mean, I think the toy maker was pretty convinced we had to go kill Sophie too. Anyway.
You see, he nods. He says, "Yeah, from what I've heard, Hecna can teleport to his lieutenants. So, if you're trying to kill him, you probably gotta take her out too." On top of the engine grease, which, by the way, we'll need about a gallon of, or about a bucket full. So he hands you a bucket with a lid, and he goes, so here you go. Get as much of that as you can.
All right. Put it in the bag of holding.
You see, he says, and we're missing a throttle lever that controls the fuel. And in fact, we need the fuel, which which you see, he says, which I just learned is actually from the pets. There's some kind of fuel that they leave behind. And you see that as he says that, you remember getting something from Snout.
Oh?
You remember picking up a shag fur. It almost looked like a cloak.
Oh. Did I get that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. You picked it up right
Oh.
before you left and then did not have any time to look at it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you never gave me that crossbow, by the way.
Oh, you're right. I didn't do that. Well, I'm pretty sure I
We,
sent it to you.
You sent me the stats, but
Oh, I didn't put
I guess
it in
I'll just
D&D
make a...
Beyond.
Yeah, I thought you already had a thing. Do you not have it in D&D Beyond? That's
No,
fine if
I
you don't.
I have to make something
Okay,
for that.
that's fine. That's
Um,
okay. I'm probably not going to keep it very long because the only person that can wield the crossbow is Ailstein. No one else can wield martial weapons. So I don't know. He'll keep it, but it requires a attunement slot, and that's his last attunement slot. So like the minute anything else that requires attunement comes along, he is ditching that fucking thing.
Fair.
But
But yeah, you
I'll
remember
look
that
into
you
that.
picked up something from the pet.
Okay, I pull it out.
You see that you sort of hand over this like weird furry cloak, and Watt kind of takes it and is like, and then you see the magic kind of, you know that these items have the ability to change their forms. And so this item goes from a cloak to, I don't even really know how to describe it. It's something that is, it's like a condensed form of fuel.
Oh,
And he looks at it and he's like, oh, well, shit.
it's like an orb or something.
It's like, compressed, solid fuel. Thinking like how in like Satisfactory, there's like the biofuel. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's like that.
Okay. For all of our Satisfactory players out there.
Yeah. That's literally the only thing that I can think to compare it to.
What does it look like though? Is it just like a black orb or something, or like
Yeah, sort of.
just like a cylinder?
It looks like a cloak and then like something that contains fuel. Yeah, kind of like a cylinder with like dark black like sloshing liquid inside. And you see that he looks at it and he goes, "Well, shit. All right." He like marks something off his checklist. And he says, "Well, all right. Great. That's one thing down. Well, so aside from the engine grease, the throttle lever, we need it. It controls the fuel for the train. So this is the fuel. We need the lever. It's, you know, I got a tip that it's one of the thralls. Well, someone who wasn't a feral thrall but now is. It's been seen in the decrepit arcade in the funhouse. So that's where you'll find.
Wait, how is it seen in the funhouse? I thought no one could get in there.
No, Hecna lets his favored in there. There's some people in the Revelia that wander the funhouse.
Who do we know that's favored by Hecna?
You've probably never met them. They typically don't leave the funhouse. Just his
but then
favorite sort of revelers, you know.
But then how did they tell us?
Word gets around.
What?
You've been in and out. You've been in and out of the funhouse.
But you said they don't leave.
That doesn't mean information can't get out.
But how?
I don't know, Ailstain. Now's not the time for questions.
All right, sorry.
You see, he looks at you like, I don't know. I don't know how I know the things that I know. I just know them.
Okay.
You see that he says,
I don't know. It just feels like it'd be nice to know how we know these things, but all right.
You see that he says, and then obviously the chair. I don't know exactly where that is, but it's in the funhouse somewhere. And then the last thing, actually no, you've already gotten the stick. So, yeah, just those things. As far as I know, they're all in the funhouse. Good luck. If you need anything else from me, let me know. But otherwise, if you need to rest,
kill Sophie, get into the fun house, kill the pet. If we see Scooter, kill Scooter, because that's going to be really fun. And then kill Hecna.
and get the items that I listed specifically for the train. Yes. Because even if you kill Hecna, we need the train to get out, or we're all going to die in here when he dies. Don't forget that.
It's all right. We'll get out of here.
You see that Piper like nervously looks at Watt. And
Have I let you down yet?
he goes, you see he kind of squints. He goes, not yet, but
We'll figure it out.
okay. Yeah, that's.
Listen, I'm looking. Look, we think about what we want to think about, and what I want to think about is killing those chuckle fucks. You're thinking about the tools and stuff, and yeah, we're gonna bring that, but that's not the exciting part for us.
You see that they actually, any item that you have left here, so like the stick, they give it back to you, and they say, we need this for the train, but you need it to fight Hecna first. So if you're going to the fun house, take it with you.
But okay, but why? What does it do?
Well, that's the thing. Each of the items that is needed for the train, but it also is like Hecna hid these items specifically because they're like tied to specific parts of the Revelia. So like the
So what's it tied to?
the stick. Oh fuck. I have all this information somewhere. It's down here. Oh god, but it's all separated. God, this is so
Because I think if I recall correctly, it turned into a staff, which we didn't use because none of us use staves, right? Or staves.
Well, Neve can use the staff.
Yeah, but she's already got her sickle.
Well, you can wield a staff in one hand and a sickle in the other.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure a staff is a
or does it have to
two-handed
be a
item.
quarter staff? It might be a quarter staff. Let me check.
I'm pretty sure that's still a two-handed weapon.
Let me check. Fuck, where'd it go? So, the bumper, which Kaz has,
Oh, wait, no, I was wrong. I just looked it up. It's versatile.
yeah. So she can wield
That's
a staff in
weird.
one hand and a sickle in the other hand.
That's weird. I don't even know what that would look like. It would look weird. All right.
So the bumper is what prevents Hecna from teleporting more than 30 feet or teleporting his minions around the Revelia when he's in 100 feet of the shield. Additionally, it reduces damage dealt to the wielder by Hecna or his minions by 5 per successful attack or damaging spell. The catch is what allows Hecna to bring people into the barrier of the Revelia. It also serves as his link to his moon-fueled magic. Oh wait, no, the bumper. Oh, sorry. He doesn't have the bumper. God, there's so many items.
Yeah.
The bumper is what
I know the name of the secret thing.
the bumper is what the cat. Well, no, you knew that. The toy maker told you that the catch and the chair are combined to make the bumper. So you will have the bumper once you get the chair. So that's why that's important. The stick is a quarterstaff. It deals additional damage when used against Hecna. The thingamajig.
But you have to like hit him with it.
No, it
About to say, because if you have to hit him with it, that's not going to be very useful because
No,
quarterstaffs only do a d6 anyway.
It gives a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. You also deal an additional 10 bludgeoning damage on a critical hit. The stick also deals an additional 2d8 force damage when used against Hecna.
Okay.
So
maybe you should just send these
I know.
to me.
Well, so I'm trying to say, as an example,
Uh-huh.
the items are useful specifically for fighting Hecna. So that is why you want to bring them with you.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Neve takes the stick and will wield that, which I will add to her thing when I have that. And then, yeah, that's all that you have for right now. So, cool. But yeah, so you take your long rest here. Is there anything else you do before you set out?
So we have the stick, the catch, and the thingamajig.
Yes, you just need the chair to form the bumper, and then the engine grease and the throttle lever for the train.
Mm-hmm. The throttle lever, is that the final secret thing we needed?
No, I think I realized you needed the yucky bit, and I didn't tell you that. And I think I forgot to mention that, and then you got it, and then like a bunch of other shit happened. So the yucky bit was what you needed from the pet. So you've got it already. I kept forgetting to mention that.
The yucky bit.
Yeah. And you see that Watt is like, well, I'm pretty sure each pet has one. We only needed this one for the train. So if you kill the other pet, you'll get the other one to use for yourself, I guess. So I guess
What does it do?
the yucky bit.
Well, I'll just we can.
Yeah, you don't know.
Send it to me later.
You're not sure. You have no idea. And Watt doesn't know either. So, long rest out of the way. Everyone has leveled up to level 6. While you sleep, Ailstain. You close your eyes. Go to that place of restfulness, your circadian rhythm. And when you open your eyes, you are somewhere familiar and unfamiliar all the same.
Oh. That pool?
You find yourself in an unusually dark place.
Mm-hmm.
Above you hangs the empty void of night, and below you dwells the endless unknown. You stare into the pale face of a person in the water, now somewhat visible as they float just below the surface, still aligned with your reflection. You do not recognize them, though somehow they seem familiar to you. You see, they open their mouth as if to speak, bubbles escaping from behind their lips, though you do not hear sound. You see that they press their hand against the surface, as if the water were glass and they were unable to get through. They look up to you, a question in their strange reddish violet eyes. You are not alone here. And then you wake up. And you are in the Shattered Station.
Ah!
All right.
He wakes up and shoots a fucking eldritch blast at a tree.
You see Ambrose, who is asleep next to you, goes, you see that he, like, half asleep is, like, holding his hands up, like, who are we fighting? A tree?
It was a mosquito.
Mosquito?
Nah, it was a mosquito. I got it.
Mosquito.
It's dead.
Oh. Kind of serious for a mosquito. Everybody gets up. And you have your long rest. What do you do now? You remember that the toy maker mentioned that they will need to let you into the funhouse via that passageway. And that as you departed, they said, like, whenever you're ready, I'll sort of meet you outside the flop house, as that was the entrance to the secret entrance.
And so her workshop Sophie's workshop is in the funhouse, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you
fuck, we're gonna have to do all that shit in one run, probably, right? Because we're going into the funhouse.
You have a feeling that once you step into this funhouse, you're not coming out until Hecna is dead.
All right, conserve spell slots. Got it. Okay. I tell I tell the kids,
Well, when you see me again, I'll be one dead clown richer.
You see they all high five you. You see you and Boot do like a secret handshake. And he kind of like punches you in the shoulder a little bit and he says, "Good luck. Don't die."
Is it still a blood moon?
It is.
He says,
Stay close to the station. All right?
Yeah, you see that he looks
We're in-
over to where those marionettes are and he is like, "Yeah, I think we're going to wait inside."
He says, yeah, it's prime time. Let's not fuck this up, huh?
Yeah.
And he claps him on the shoulder and he heads out.
They all salute you as you leave. They say, "Don't worry, Ailstain. We'll protect the Shattered Station. Leave it to us." And you see, they've made Peaches a sheriff's badge made of cardboard, and it says Sheriff
Oh, hell yeah.
Peaches. He says,
Hell
"This
yeah.
town ain't big enough for the both of us. Heck, me and
No.
Heckna, not you. You can, me and Heckna."
Well, now I'm not so worried for you guys. I'm more worried for us. we're gonna be out of your protection now.
Boot's like, "Yeah, sucks."
Yeah, we head out. Speaking of, are he and Ailstain still okay between them? Yeah, I don't know. Ambrose hasn't said much to Ailstain.
I think he did say at one point, like he was upset, and he seems a little more serious the more like you guys are getting into this, but things seem to be less tense between you as like there are more pressing matters.
We did go through a life and death situation together a few times.
Yeah, you think that he's probably still dwelling on it, but it's not the most important thing to him right now.
I think as we're heading back, if there's like a lull where no one's talking, Ailstain speaks up and he says,
You know, Ambrose, if it makes you feel any better, I'm probably gonna be hunted by the Order for a pretty long time. And we're not supposed to tell you guys these secrets. They're gonna want to make an example out of me.
You see that he kind of looks to you and sighs and kind of like runs a hand through his curly hair. And he seems to think carefully about what to say. And he says, "Well, we all must face our demons eventually, I suppose."
But if they do kill me, you guys had better like publish this, like all their secrets in a fucking newspaper or something. Because oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Okay, great. You carefully, quietly. Actually, yeah, you're gonna need to give me stealth while you're moving through this place. The blood moon is still going on. There are horrors in the streets still.
I don't know if it's worth it to blow a fucking pass without a trace. Is it like is it a group stealth check?
Yeah.
Like, so like taking an average between all of us?
Yeah.
All right. Let's hope that Ailstain and Kaz can kind of carry here. Because Ambrose and Neve's stealth leads something to be desired, but maybe we can pick up the slack.
The heck yeah, Tron shows Ailstain slaughtering Heckna. If it still worked, maybe. But when the power went out, that thing shut down. So it is dark, and there's no funny laugh track happening from the sky anymore. Now it's just the screams of terror.
So I did get a nat 1. I also got a nat 20.
So that's
I think I'm gonna average that to a 10.
well, the average between that would be at 11.
Okay.
The midpoint is 11.
Hmm.
Then so that would be a 25 for Ailstain. That would be a 3 for Ambrose.
My man
Total this up.
cannot keep quiet. Ambrose is running into every trash can on the way.
That's a 15 for Kaz. And surprisingly, a 19 from Neve.
Okay. She can be stealthy when she wants to be.
Which I guess, on average, that's a 15.5 across everyone.
Yeah, that works. That's fine. You make your way back to the flop house. You see in the shadows, kind of on one side of the dice-shaped building, you see the toy maker and Stefano kind of motion you over.
Okay.
You see under the heavy, dull light of the blood moon, the flop house lives up to its name, slumped against the side of the funhouse, forming a sort of silent...
Wait, was it not always slumped?
No. It was like a dice-shaped building next to the funhouse, but now it's like sort of slumped over.
Like deflated?
Yeah, a little bit.
Interesting.
You see that forming a silent sea of heaving mounds of wax and flesh. An army of candelabrons crowd around the front of the funhouse, blocking the entrance. They keep a silent watch for those who would approach it dead on. You see the toy maker sort of shift nervously and says, "Come, we have little time. I feel hopeful. And if this too is but folly, perhaps I am tired of playing the game. Forgive my earlier hesitation. I have seen so many strive for this and fail. I could not help but think this would end in the same manner. But I can help you here, in this way." You see they motion.
Hey, don't worry about it, pal.
You see that they motion and sort of hold up a finger to the lips of their mask. And they hold open the door to the now silent and eerily dark flop house. Motion for you inside to go inside.
We go inside.
All right. You see that the first floor is abandoned. It is completely empty in here. The once
What? No one's gambling during the blood moon?
The once vibrant machines are now silent and quiet. No one is, shouting at them or, as Yavanna was doing, drinking her life away and trying to spend all her tickets on them. You make your way up to the second floor, where the secret entrance leads into the funhouse. Let's see. On the...
Is that weird lady still in here? The one that was in here last time that was like trying to get me to gamble?
Initially, you don't see anyone. It appears to be empty in here. But as you enter into the room, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Can all of us make a perception check?
Sure.
Because Ailstain got a 7.
Give me perception and also investigation.
Whoa, nat 20 from fucking Kaz, dude. Wait, give investigation from all of us?
Yeah, as well.
Or
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Isn't Ambrose's friend still in the hotel? No, they brought Yavanna to the Shattered Station. She just has been kind of keeping to herself, nursing a really bad hangover.
So Ailsen got an 8 investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Kaz got an 11. He has a -1 to investigation, but he did get I think, what was it, 20 perception?
Okay.
Ambrose doesn't see shit. Ambrose got a 10 perception, but a nat 1 investigation.
Okay.
Neve got a 8 perception, but a 17 in investigation.
Oh, okay, good. So, Neve spots.
So I think Kaz probably succeeded at the perception, and then I think Neve probably succeeded at investigation. Everyone else, I think, might have failed.
So, as you make your way past the sort of bar on the first floor, Neve notices that there are some drinks that have rolled under the counter. And you see there are 5 drinks, and they all appear to be various elixirs from Felix's elixirs. So you may take those if you would like. I know that you previously didn't trust anything that he sold, so I don't know if you will take them, but they're there.
There's no reason we can't shove them in our bag.
You're not sure right now what they all are or what they do, but you have 5 unknown elixirs.
We can identify them later when we have spell slots for that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. So add those to your inventory.
Certainly not drinking them right now.
And then as you approach and enter the second floor, you see that jumping out of hiding. Or actually, no, you see them while they are hiding. You see the woman known as the Countess and her bodyguard are sort of hiding in this room. Let me reveal them to you. There we go. I guess I'll put you down there as well. Yeah, you see them kind of hiding in the shadows, seemingly waiting for something as you enter this room.
Not doing a very good job hiding. She's sitting in her chair.
Well, I think I put her there as more of a, she's like hiding behind it, sort of. I guess back here would be more of an accurate position for her. And Dirk is hiding kind of like behind this bar stool.
Dirk?
Yeah.
Strider?
No, his name is Dirk Yuckster.
Ugh.
Yeah. I didn't name him.
You know, you two are real lucky that we got bigger fish to fry right now.
And let me put the toy maker down.
Cause you're a bad person.
Yeah, you see the familiar plumage in her hair of the feathers that she has somehow acquired from Locke. Do you let them know that you've noticed them?
Yeah.
Okay. You see that they stand up out of hiding, and immediately, you see she goes, Dirk! And he goes, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that they could see us. And he kind of stands, kind of in a way that's like a little bit in front of her, but not really.
Oh, don't flatter yourself, buddy.
You see that she kind of like,
I want to size him up.
uh-huh.
What would that be? Insight? 19.
What are you trying to learn about him?
Like how much of a challenge it would be to kill these two?
Let me check. I honestly probably not super hard, but as you look at the her name is the Countess. She's just known as the Countess. You look at Dirk and you think that he'd probably give you some trouble. And you look at the Countess and you don't like the sort of shifty, bloodthirsty look on her eyes. You previously saw her drinking people's blood and, you know, things like that. So you know that she is they're referred to as plasma punks, but, you know, a vampire of sorts. You think that if possible, it would be best to avoid confrontation, but, you know.
Look at the toy maker and Stefano.
We need these two.
You see that they both shake their head. And you see that the Countess rolls her eyes and goes back to sit on her throne.
He spits on Dirk's boot and he says,
You hear that? We don't need you to. So how about you get out of the way?
You see that he like crosses his arms and looks back at the Countess, and you see she kind of tilts her head and she says, well, I really should tell Heckna that you're coming to kill him, but
he at the mention of that, he steps forward and like is right next to fucking Dirk, and he stands right there, and I think he like grabs his sword and slightly slides it out of the sheath to see how Dirk reacts.
He stands his ground, but also kind of it looks like he's reaching for a weapon.
But he uses the blade of the sword to just cut open a new pack of cigarettes and pulls one out.
Okay,
and
great.
Puts it in his mouth and lights it up. And he says,
You wouldn't get the opportunity.
You see that she kind of like raises her eyebrow. And she says, calm down. Offer me something and I'll let you go.
How about I offer you your life?
Not good enough.
Well, I tried to warn you.
You see she says, here are the things that I want. Money. Power. Or a safe way out of this hellhole after it's destroyed. If you can offer me one of those things, I'll leave. I've never seen you before in my life.
I'd rather piss flames than let you out of this place.
Oh, well, you could have had it easy, but oh well.
I roll for initiative.
Yeah.
I don't even give her a chance to finish. I swing on Dirk.
Okay, great.
He doesn't like these two's attitudes.
Fair.
Like, you dumb motherfuckers were just hiding from us when we came in here. You can't try
Well,
to fucking, oh, we're so fucking intimidating.
They were trying to ambush you, which is different.
Yeah, that again, you can't intimidate someone if they walk into the room and they're like, hey, I fucking see you. You can't then be like, I'm scary. Like, shut up.
Valid.
That is a 21 initiative for Ailstain.
Okay.
God damn it. One was a 1. All right, Kaz isn't doing much. I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't even really wanting to like let these people live. The minute they were talking about reporting back to fucking what's his dick to Hecna, I was like, oh, we have to kill these guys. They're working with Hecna. They gotta go.
Yeah, she kind of was like, I can be persuaded to leave, but, you know.
She works for Hecna, so there's no reason to let her live.
Yeah.
That's a 19 for Neve, and then Ambrose got a 4.
Awesome.
As an Ambrose, they decided they're gonna sit this one out, actually.
Cool. You see the toy maker runs back down the stairs and hides downstairs. Them and Stefano disappear back down to the first floor. All right.
Really wish you fucking idiots would learn to take a hint.
That is your turn, Ailstain. You are top of the order.
He's gonna fucking activate that fucking Crimson Right, baby.
All right. Go ahead.
Oh, hell yeah, minimum damage 1. He rakes at his sword over the palm of his hand, making direct eye contact with Dirk. And he says, "Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. I didn't like your face from the moment I stepped in here."
You see, he goes, "Yeah, well, you got an ugly face too, pal."
So your comeback was you too? Oh my god. Someone needs to teach you guys banter.
And he swings an attack.
Cool.
Okay, so that is... Ooh, I don't think one of those are gonna hit. Debating what I can do to make it hit. I do have the good luck charm. I could give myself advantage. I don't know that I want to blow the good luck charm this early, so I'll just say one attack will hit. One attack that I swung that might hit is
let me know what they are.
17 to hit.
17 hits. What was the other one?
A 12.
12 hits.
What?
These guys don't look like they're very tough.
Let me do one of these attacks first. Okay.
I guess I should say they don't seem to be wearing a lot of armor, is what I'll say.
I see. So he's naked. Got it.
He's wearing just like clothes. Like he's really not wearing any armor at all. Dirk, by the way, is like a dwarven man. And the Countess is like a sort of elven, like vampire lady.
So give me that 11 slashing damage, 3 lightning damage.
Both to Dirk?
So 14. Yes.
Okay, so 14 overall?
That's just one attack.
Oh, okay, great.
Yep.
Just let me know total damage.
Well, I wanted to see if that was gonna like fucking kill him since he had such a low AC.
No. He's hurt, but he doesn't look like...
Okay, so then in that case, that's 14 damage, and then unless he has resistance to lightning, and then reroll 2. Nice. That is 16 additional damage.
So
So a total of 30.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Pretty freaking epic, dude.
Yeah, he is not looking great after that. You beat the shit out of this guy, and he goes, it's fine.
You want to run yet?
Nope. He doesn't. Alright. Next up is Neve.
Well, she's got how many fucking wild shapes now? She's got
lot.
fucking 3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, did she roll a die to determine if she gets
You're right. Let me do
wheel
that.
or woe?
Let me do that. Whoa. She can subtract a d6 from any ones that she can see within 30 feet. Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Nice. Okay. In that case, she's gonna roll.
And she can
Let's
do
do
that.
her fucking archer form.
She can do that 3 times per long rest.
Yes, that's what I was looking at. She has 2 wild shapes, but she has 3 of those.
Yes.
She's gonna go into archer form and throw a fucking arrow at this dude.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, that'll definitely hit if mine hit. That's a. Oh, she's a +7. That's right. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's a D8. That's 7 plus 4, I think. So that's 11 damage from her arrow.
Okay.
How's he looking?
Bloody.
Hell yeah. We're going to obliterate her bodyguard in front of her before her bodyguard has a chance to fucking react. And then she's going to, I don't want to fucking waste any spell slots if we can on this fight. Cause we got way bigger fish to fry. So she's gonna cast, starry, or no, actually, you know what? Let's let Neve get kind of crazy with it. Let's have her run up and do an attack.
Okay.
Let's have her do a primal savagery.
All right. She runs up on this bitch. Claws out, teeth out, still kind of covered in blood. Well, she took a rest. She probably washed the blood off from earlier.
Jumped in a lake.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So I hyped it up. She did roll a nat 1.
Awesome.
So she looked really cool on the way up.
She runs up on him, swings, and he goes, but he's a dwarf, and so maybe she miscalculates and it just goes right over his head.
Maybe what happened is Aelstein slashed the shit out of him, and then she threw a fucking arrow at him, and so like he just doubles over, and so like when she swings on him, her fucking claws go right over his dumb head.
Yeah. Or she tripped. There is a bunch of garbage all over the floor in here. It's very, very easy to say that
Yeah.
she like slipped on something.
Also, bloodied is half health, and then critical is below 10% health.
Yeah.
So if you got 60 health total, but like you're down to 6 health, then you're critical.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's her turn, I guess. Damn.
That's rough. Yeah, I don't mention critical a lot because I'm not good at counting percentages.
We're done with her turn. Is it their turns now?
It is the Countess's turn, yes.
I'm gonna be listening from the other room. I super need to piss though.
Okay,
so
great.
You can say what they do. I'm gonna run and piss. BRB.
Awesome. All right, chat. What does this woman do to these fucking people? She's so evil. She's got some very interesting shit that she can do, actually. Okay, yeah. She sees Ailstein beating the shit out of her bodyguard, and she's gonna jump him, I think. So she is going to leap off of her throne onto the floor. And she is going to... She whips out a chain, like a metal chain, and just straight up tries to, like, lash him with it. So we're gonna do that first. That is an 18 plus 8 to hit, so like a high 20 something, so that certainly hits. And then her other attack is, yeah.
Wait!
Hits as well. Are you gonna do cutting words?
Hang on. I rushed back when I heard this. I've never pissed and washed my hands so quick in my life. Fuck, my hands are still fucking wet.
Yeah.
I didn't dry them off fully. Hang on. I might have something for this.
Yeah. Also, Seth, your camera's been glitching sometimes. I noticed that. It happened last episode too. I don't know why it's doing that, and I don't know how to fix it. Thank you for bringing it to my attention, but I don't know how to fix that. It is something that I will be looking into, though. So sorry. So sorry. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, so what were she did 2 attacks?
Yes. Both of them were like over 20 to hit.
Ambrose can cutting words.
One of them was a 21 to hit, and the other one was a 26 to hit.
Here, let's do a cutting words on the 21.
Okay.
That's 4 from the 21, which would take it down to a 17. But with
Neves.
I can now reveal to you all. What?
Oh, no, okay. I thought you were gonna have Neve.
Oh, I was gonna. She still could. I can't remember how much it subtracts though when she does woe.
A d6. It's both. It's a d6 for both.
She only gets those back per long rest. Ailstein gets these back per short rest. So I think it's better if Ailstein does it.
Yeah, no worries.
So chat, I have a new blood curse. So that reduces her down to 17. I have an armor class of 16, but with the use of his newest blood maledict, I think he sees her coming and he reaches a hand, that cut hand out, and like fucking bloody daggers, like long fucking, like, I don't know how to describe this. Like, I'm thinking like Jujutsu Kaisen, the blood sorcerer dude. Like he like shoots out tendrils of blood that are like spikes. He shoots those directly at her eyes as she attempts to attack him. And I can subtract. It's called the Blood Curse of the Eyeless. Let me find the exact wording. You use your reaction roll to roll 1d6 and subtract the result from the creature's attack. And I could amplify to do it to every one of their attacks, and I'm debating doing that. Because if I do that, she could use her woe, but I don't know that I want Neve to use her woe yet.
Okay.
It might be better for her to hold on to that. So he'll just tank one of the hits, but this is definitely going to make it so she can't hit.
Okay.
Yeah, that subtracts 2 from her total, so
Okay, so
I think she's down to a 15 now.
the first attack hits, but the second one does not.
Yeah.
Okay. And the eyeless thing just reduces her thing. She's not like blinded or anything. She can still see you.
No.
Fantastic.
No, she can still see him.
So here's what happens. She
Oh wait, actually.
or
Oh no. It's just if they're immune to the blinded condition, they're immune to the curse. But I don't think it makes them blinded.
Okay. No worries then. Let me go ahead and roll damage. You take 8 bludgeoning damage as she whips you with this heavy metal chain. And then upon you... Is your brand of castigation considered an attack?
Brand of castigation is something I can choose to apply once per short rest.
But is it considered an attack?
It happens when I do an attack.
Okay, so no.
So when I do an attack, I can choose to apply brand of castigation. Although, you know what I'm realizing about the wording? I'm realizing, I think the way the wording works, I don't know. I'll have to read more about this. I might use it this fight. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, no, it's fine. She whips you with a heavy metal chain and you take a bunch of damage.
Okay.
But that is her turn. Next up
Okay.
is Ambrose.
I just think it'd be really funny if Dirk did not get a chance to take a turn.
Fair.
So I'm gonna have Ambrose also attack him because I think that'd be really fucking funny if this chuckle fuck didn't get a turn. So yeah, let's do a starry wisp on him.
Okay.
Oh, that's for sure gonna hit 21 or no 22.
Yeah, that hits.
I mean, we're gonna do 2d8.
Okay.
I couldn't find my other d8 for a second. That's just 10 damage.
Okay.
Is he bloodied yet?
Yeah, he's been bloodied.
Oh, he just has another little marker on him.
He does, you just can't see it because it's the same color as the background.
Oh, you're right. It is kind of there a little bit. Oh God, fucking Ambrose, get some bonus actions that you can take, my man. All right. I guess that's Ambrose's turn.
Okay.
I guess he'll back up about 5 feet just so that dickhead here can't get to him without taking attacks of opportunity.
Okay. And it's Kaz's turn after that.
Oh fuck yeah. We still have a chance to kill him, chat. Oh, I just want this dude to fucking die before he gets to fucking do anything. Unfortunately, Kaz doesn't have a whole lot of heavy damage things that aren't spells. Yeah, I guess he's just going to toll the dead on this dude.
Okay. Is that a saving throw?
Yeah, he has to give a wisdom save.
Alright.
I'll get the D8 ready. Or no, not the D8, the D12, I think. Yeah, the D12 because he's missing hit points.
21.
Oh, fuck off. That sucks. Well, in that case, what he can do is I don't want to use any spell slots. Never mind. He'll just hang out.
Okay, great. All right, it is finally Dirk's turn. Let's see.
You're not looking too good, pal.
What the fuck is this dude gonna do? Let's see. So, give me no that. Oh, what's this one? He is going to cast a spell on you, Ailstain. Go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Is there any way I can get just a tiny bit more? I don't know if that's going to be enough. 15?
That succeeds.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, the spell fails. Awesome.
We're doing that thing again where we're all just staring at each other.
Yeah. He attempted to cast this like sinister shadow magic on you and you just kind of batted away.
It's okay, buddy. A lot of guys have a hard time keeping it up.
He goes, fuck. Yeah, back to top of the order. That's you, Ailstain.
Yeah, it's performance anxiety.
I swing on him.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I think I will use random castigation.
Okay.
Because something I keep forgetting about Brand of Castigation is you can just keep reapplying it to other creatures.
Oh. Okay.
You can just apply it to another creature.
Fun.
Or actually, well, wait, no. Hang on. Sorry, I'm reading so much shit right now.
That's okay.
Never mind.
I was gonna say.
I
that
think
seems
I
a
get
little,
limited uses. Yeah.
That seems a little much.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm saving it for her.
Okay.
Because I'll get it back after a short rest.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, so first attack is I guess 12 hits, so this will definitely hit 14.
Yep.
Are
you using it on her or are you hitting him or her?
him.
Okay.
I'll take the second roll. That will be 12 damage. Didn't roll very well.
Okay.
That's 9 slashing damage, 3 lightning damage.
So.
Is he critical? Or is he still
Yeah.
just bloody?
He's critical. This man is bleeding a lot all over the red floor. You see
Roll
the
one more attack on
Countess
him, then.
is like looking at his blood and like she's not distracted by it, but she's like occasionally glancing over at him.
That's a 12 to hit.
That hits.
Any last words, pal?
Fuck you.
That's 12 damage.
He's dead.
I gave you a chance to run. I cut his head off.
Woof. You see that the
And
count.
then he turns to her and he says, "Your turn."
See the Countess like looks at his dead body and like licks her lips.
Oh, you're not gonna have time to partake. You're dying next.
I mean, you haven't done any damage to her so far, so we'll see about
Oh,
that.
we were focusing our damage.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
I have a brand of castigation with her name on it. Yeah.
Okay, that is Neve's turn.
Let's throw a fucking arrow at her, dude.
I thought you were gonna say fireball. I was like, whoa. That's crazy. You do.
Yeah, Neve throws a fireball at her now.
Are you doing your fallen puppet thing?
You know what? I do have my fallen puppet thing. That's a really good catch.
Say thank you,
Yeah.
Lux.
Thank you, Lux. Yeah, he cuts off his head and shoots those fucking ribbons down his neck hole, and suddenly Dirk is swinging on the Countess.
Awesome. Let me.
And he's right next to her too. This is perfect.
Yeah, let me find out what that looks like. Okay. That hits. And that does. That does. Well, it did 9 poison damage, but she is resistant to that, so it only does 4 poison damage.
Yes, correct. It's better than nothing. We got a short rest after this.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. He hits
Anyway.
her with it's just like his hand, and like you see he kind of like slaps her, and it like does poison damage for some reason. You're like not really sure why, but it does.
Dirk, you're the worst character. In all fiction, it seems. Neve rolled a 19 for that arrow.
That hits. Yeah, this woman is just wearing like a little martini dress and like a pink leather jacket. Like she's not wearing armor.
Uh-huh. Give me that 7 radiant damage.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. That's
She
her
takes it. She don't like it.
bonus action.
Okay.
And then her action will probably just be to let's try primal savagery again. Come on, Neve, you got this.
Wait. Before that,
Oh.
Neve shoots her with an arrow, and then Neve shoots her with an arrow and promptly
Explodes. Neve's dead.
her brain suffers a hemorrhage. She starts bleeding out the ears and
Oh.
takes 18 psychic damage.
Oh my god, 18?
Yeah.
Holy shit! How did that happen? As a reaction, she
yeah.
can do that?
Yeah. Yes.
That's kind of absurd.
Yeah, you think you at first were like, this woman's not intimidating. And then she kind of is like, oh, you're gonna hit me? Go ahead. So.
Well, that's her reaction.
Yeah.
So.
That's her reaction.
Interesting. Okay. Did you mark that health off on her sheet?
I did. I am adding.
God damn.
adding
That's
to
an
the-
insane reaction. That's crazy. I don't even think Hellish Rebuke can do that. All right. Well, regardless, it's time for her to get her primal savagery in.
All right.
Something about that brain hemorrhage made Neve more feral, and she busts out the claws again.
Awesome. Is that an attack? Yeah, that you're rolling? Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, it's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
And that's 2d10. Or actually, let me switch that to a starry wisp, actually. It's the same thing. It's an attack, but I'm going to switch that to a starry wisp.
Okay.
Because I just realized Primal Savagery is poison damage and also would require her to get close to the Countess. I'm going to have her back up a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe like 1 back and 2 to the right.
Okay.
Yeah, Neva's not our damage tank. We don't need her taking more damage. That will be 12 radiant damage.
Okay.
How's this vampire like that radiant damage?
You know, it's not. I mean, it doesn't like it, but it's not hurting her more than normal.
All right. All right.
Okay.
I think that's her turn.
Perfect. And now it is the Countess's turn. Let's see. Yeah, you're immediately in front of her. Well, hold on. How far away? 15 feet. No, you're in her way. Well, straight line. No, yeah, you're in her way. Okay. Fantastic. She has no choice but to engage with you. Does a 24 hit?
I feel like I should have saved my blood maledict for this. Is it a 24?
Yeah. She'll be making 2 attacks.
Let's see what this yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let that first one hit.
Okay. Let's see. So this is...
She's putting up more of a fight than Spider Boy did. Yeah, she is.
So she is... Or, sorry, that wasn't an attack. That was, she was attempting to grapple you.
Oh. What?
Yeah.
Wait, why'd she roll an attack then?
Yeah, that was my bad. Well, because she can roll and she can do, so she has a multi-attack. She can do several things as part of that multi-attack. And the thing I wanted to do, I rolled for and then realized you needed to be grappled first. So she's trying to grapple you instead.
Okay,
so
well then we're definitely rolling the cutting words.
That's not an attack roll. It's a, is it a contested roll? For attempted grapple?
I guess. Yeah, I mean, if she's doing that, then yeah, it's a strength contest.
Okay. So yeah, sure. So if it's strength, she got. If it's strength, she got 25 actually.
Okay, hang on. I don't want her to succeed at this, so I'm figuring out what we're doing.
Okay.
So woe works on ability checks.
Yes. Tis only a D6 though.
Cutting words also works on ability checks.
Okay.
So we're gonna do cutting words.
Okay. So this is Ambrose's second
That's
cutting
a
words?
fucking 8. Yes, that's the second cutting words. He subtracts 8 from her final.
Okay. So 25 minus 8 is 17?
Oh, and Ailstain rolled a fucking 16 plus 2, 18. That'll do it.
Okay.
She fails.
So the grapple fails, which is good. And now she's going to make her second attack. Which is a 24.
Yeah, Ambrose, we basically just fucking like wrestled a little bit. And then Ambrose in the back was like, "You've got nothing on our boy!"
Good.
And then Ailsin was like, "Oh, thanks, Ambrose." Then he punches her in the face.
Awesome. So the second attack is a 24 to hit.
I don't like that. But unfortunately, I think even with maximum woe, I don't think that could be prevented. So we're tanking this one.
You take 10 bludgeoning damage as she whips you with that chain again.
Kinky.
Oh, what is your...
All right.
What's your total health right now?
33 out of 52.
All right. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's her turn. Next up
Hell yeah.
is Ambrose.
Ambrose. What are we gonna do with you? You know what? Maybe Ambrose can cast a single first level spell as a treat, you know?
Just as a
Let him cast a little bit.
just as a little treat.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gonna need to give a wisdom save.
What spell?
Dissonant Whispers.
Wisdom 19.
Fuck. Well, she still takes half damage.
Okay. How much is that?
That is 14.
Okay.
14 damage, psychic damage.
Fantastic. And that was Ambrose, right?
Oh, wait. Sorry, 14 halved to 7.
Oh, okay. Okay, fantastic.
Sorry, I forgot she succeeded on her save.
That's okay. And that was Ambrose that did that?
Oh yeah, is he about to take damage?
He takes 15 bludgeoning damage. Or, I'm sorry, psychic damage.
Shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he hits her with that. She glares into his soul, and he takes a bunch of fucking damage.
God damn it. Well, I should have remembered that. Well, we gotta kill her, so.
All right. And that is Cause's turn.
Give me another wisdom save.
Oh, she got a 10. Her wisdom for her wisdom.
Wait. Right. That means she fails and she takes 2d12 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Is she resistant?
She is resistant.
God damn it. Sorry, I had to find my d12. I couldn't find them. They were hiding behind my d20.
Something's about to happen that you're gonna not be happy with, but give me that number.
It's 10 halved to 5.
Oh, buddy.
Does she get to do something else too when she fucking takes necrotic damage?
You see that?
Why is she so much like cooler than Arachne? Jesus Christ. Arachne was
She's-
a fucking schmuck.
She's the Countess of the Flophouse. She runs this fucking shit. You watch her take that necrotic damage, and then not only does the wound heal over, she looks like a little bit revitalized beyond that.
Oh, fuck off. She heals from necrotic damage. Fuck. So she healed for 5?
She did heal for 5 days. You're not
God
sure
damn
that
it.
that's what happened, but she did heal somehow.
That sucks. Okay. No necrotic damage. Which, you know what? This is good because I almost spent a hex on her, but I have decided I will not be doing that.
Okay. So that was that Ambrose's? Yeah, that was Ambrose's turn.
No, that was Kaz's turn.
Oh, that was Kaz's turn. Okay. Oh, Dirk is dead, so it's back to top of the order.
Does he have any? I don't think. Yeah, Kaz doesn't have any bonus actions to take. Maybe, you know what? Let's give. No, let's save that. I don't know that we'll need it. Okay, yeah. Top of the order.
Yeah, it's your turn again, Ailstein.
All right. I'm sick of this bitch. He swings an attack on her.
Okay.
My God, has anyone ever told you you're fucking irritating?
She gives you a fanged smile and says, "I tried to give you an out. We did not."
That was a
have to
rhetorical
fight."
question. He smacks her in the face because he rolled a 23 as she starts speaking up. He's like, anyone ever tell you you're fucking irritating? And as she speaks up, he says, it was a rhetorical question, and smacks her in the head with his sword.
Okay, great. Give me that damage.
That's gonna be hold. Great, both of those were 6s. That's annoying. And so that is 12 damage for the first attack.
Okay.
And as he slashes her across the cheek, because his Crimson Right is active on this blade, the open wound is like instantly blackened, and the veins around that wound are also blackened, and it slowly starts like creeping around the surface of her skin, like spreading over her, as she has been branded with Ailstein's brand of castigation.
Gross.
So the brand has the following effects. I always know the direction of the branded creature as long as it's on the same plane as me.
Okay.
And then every time the branded creature damages me or another creature, that's every time, by the way. So even with her reactions,
Okay.
within 5 feet of you, the branded creature takes 3 psychic damage.
Okay.
And yeah, it lasts until I dismiss it. So she is now branded.
All right.
And by the way, chat, that's only gonna get cooler as we go. I should have branded her sooner, but oh well.
Noted.
And so let's roll that next attack. I think she didn't have great armor, right? So I don't think I need to boost this. That's a 13 to hit?
That hits.
Okay. So the damage again. Roll the 2. That's 13 damage total from that. So I think that was what, 12 and 13?
Oof. Yeah, she doesn't like that.
So 25 total.
Yeah, she's starting to look a little worse for wear.
Damn, she for sure has way more health than Arachne.
Yeah, she does.
She's way cooler than Arachne.
She probably could have been a lieutenant, but she's sort of happy with her casino where she gets to drink people's blood whenever they want to play games.
I think.
That is Neve's turn, if he's done with this.
Well, I'm debating something because I could cast a hex on her which I could give her disadvantage on any strength checks. But it would make me do more necrotic damage, which I don't want to do. I think I'll hex her for now, just so that on her turn it fucks her up, and then I'll just drop the hex when I attack her.
Okay. So
So now she will have disadvantage on any checks related to strength.
okay. Got it. Now it is Neve's turn.
It is Neve's turn. Hit her with another arrow.
Go right ahead.
Oh, that'll hit. That's a 16 plus 7. Yeah, that's gonna hit her. That will be 10 radiant damage.
Okay.
How's she looking after that 10?
Bloodied.
Hell yeah. Okay. So she probably has 60 health or less left. You know what? I let Ambrose have a little fun. Maybe I let Neve have a little fun too. By the way, I want Neve to move up to where Ailstain, like right next to Ailstain, to the up and right of him, so that up one square, yeah. So this way, if you know the Countess attempts to do any damage to her, she will also take damage because the brand of castigation only applies to creatures that are within 5 feet of Ailstain. So
Okay.
they have to be near him to get that protection.
Quartet.
But she's gonna cast one of her free guiding bolts.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Ooh, does a 12 hit? I can't remember.
12 does hit, yes. She has an AC of
Okay.
11. She's not wearing. She's
even
not
even
wearing-
worse than I thought.
She's not wearing any armor. As I said, a pink leather jacket is the most armor this woman is wearing. She's wearing like a cocktail
Crazy.
dress. Well, like a flapper
Crazy
dress,
work.
like a 1920s flapper dress.
Right, when landed cocked. Oh, great. And it landed. When I rolled it again, it landed on 1. Great.
Awesome. Gotta honor the cock.
That is
Wink.
15.
15 damage?
Is that a Dimension 20 reference? Yes,
It is.
15 radiant damage.
It is, yes. Okay, yeah. She really doesn't fucking like that. Is that Neve's turn?
Yeah, that was her action and bonus action.
All right. That is the Countess's turn again. Yeah, you're still directly in front of her, so there's really not much else she can do. Also, I misread that a thing. So she doesn't do a strength contest. She has an attack that if it hits can instead be a grapple. So if she hits you with this attack,
Oh,
you are grappled.
But like, what is the specific wording?
It says instead of dealing damage with the attack, she can instead grapple the target, escape DC 16.
Yeah. So I then have to roll to like resist that grapple. Like she does not automatically grappled me, right?
I don't know if it means you get that DC on your turn or if you can immediately contest it. I'm not certain. I guess I'll say because it's not certain that it is a contest. So the escape DC is 16. So
Okay.
it'll be like yeah. So she is going to roll that. So
I guess if it has to be a successful attack, I guess that makes sense.
yeah, she does succeed. So you are grappled.
She rolled her attack.
Yes.
Hang on. We still have one more cutting words. And we still have Neve's woe.
Okay. She rolled a 26.
Because I can almost guarantee I know what this fucking attack is gonna be, chat. It's probably gonna be that she's trying to drink his blood, which is gonna heal her. So we want to avoid that at all costs. Yeah, let's do that last cutting words. That'll be he'll get those back after a short rest.
Vampires are fun.
Yeah, that's 8 from her her attack.
Jeez, okay, so still an
And-
18.
Yeah, and then Neve rolls I think a d6 for her woe.
Yeah.
This sucks because the woes don't come back until after a long rest, but
Hmm.
it's really gonna drag this fight out if she fucking succeeds at this. 4 from the attack.
Okay, that's a miss. But she does get
Okay.
one more attack. Just hits with a 17.
Damn
And that is. Are you gonna do something about it?
No, not yet.
Luckily, she rolled 2s, or she rolled 1s, so it's only 7 bludgeoning damage from her chain.
Cool. Go ahead and take 3 psychic damage for me.
I will.
As that fucking wound like like opens up a little bit as she does that.
What's your health at now?
26.
All right. Cool.
So I think I am technically bloodied. I'm at
Yeah.
exactly half health.
Damn, you two are beating the shit out of each other. All right, that is her turn. That is Ambrose.
All right. Ambrose. We learned a lesson last time you did something. Or no, we learned a lesson last time Kaz did something. I'm gonna have Ambrose move to be directly behind and to the left of Aelstein. So 1 up and 1 to the left of him.
Can you move him?
Oh, you're right. I can. I'm gonna have him move here.
Okay.
And he's going to. You know what? He's actually gonna move forward. Oh wait, no, never mind. I misread. Never mind. He's gonna stay right there.
Okay.
He's going to fucking Starry Whisper.
Okay. Go ahead and give me that.
That's a 16 to hit.
That hits.
And then that'll be 7 plus 5, 12 radiant damage.
Woof. Doesn't like that.
She's got to be at like a quarter health, dude. She's almost 1 tap.
She's not critical yet. Ambrose does, however, take 13 psychic damage. And she will take that 3 as well.
Yeah, take that 3, idiot. You're hurting yourself by hurting others. There's a lesson to be learned here.
All
right. Kaz?
Kaz's turn, yeah.
God damn, we're all fucking not looking great.
Yeah.
Ambrose is definitely bloodied.
Well, you know what? We've let oh, she still has a guiding bolt on her. We didn't use that. Whoops. Well, you know what? We let everyone else have a little bit of fun. We'll let Kaz have a little bit of fun too. He's gonna cast a guiding bolt on her as well.
Okay.
That'll have advantage, and he'll just apply it again.
Cool.
Good thing he had advantage. That's a 14 to hit.
That hit.
The other one was a 9.
Her armor class is low, but it's not that low.
That's 12 radiant damage. He rolled like shit.
All right. She is critical.
Fantastic. I think that's his whole turn, though. He doesn't get a bonus action. So all of them have used... Well, no, Ambrose and Kaz have both used first level spells. Neve has not. She used one of her free guiding bolts.
Okay.
And so what? Back to Ailstain?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to dispel my hex so that I don't do necrotic damage and mistakenly heal her.
Okay.
Let's roll one attack for now and see what it does.
Okay.
Ooh, 11.
To hit.
I think that hits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God. Let's do the big boy roll for this one. Savage attacker, baby. Take that. That is 8 slashing damage and 6 lightning damage. So 14.
How do you want to do this?
He spits on her boot just like he did the Dirk.
Oh, right.
And he says, say hi to Dark for me. And he plunges his sword directly between her eyes.
Oh, just spurts of blood. So much blood and brain matter. It's a gruesome sight. And she falls to the ground, dead.
You love to see it.
You
we
see-
managed to save all of our spell slots except for 2. And now we can short rest and get some of this health back.
You see the toy maker peeks their head up the stairs, and you hear Stefano go, "Are they dead?"
Yeah, kind of light work, honestly.
Awesome.
Weirdly though, a little tougher than Arachne.
You hear
I
Stefano.
thought Arachne was supposed to be like some kind of big shot.
You hear Stefano go, "Yeah, Arachne is kind of all talk. The Countess is way scarier than him."
Oh well, not anymore. She has a bonus hole in her head now.
Ugh.
Yeah,
all
don't
right.
look if you're squeamish. You can fully see her brain.
All right.
Oh, it's really small.
Okay. I think that is a perfect place to end it for tonight.